For real? Oh no. Let's go.
Boston.
In Berkeley, California. You got it. This one's for three. AJ Hawk, $5,000. USA! USA! USA!
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey!
Why?
Let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink!
Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people. That is
the NFL's draft stage. Tonight will be the second and third rounds. Last night was a historic first round. We're back here live on Friday.
Football
Is the greatest. Coach Cowher almost got in there. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 years at CBS, guest of the Draft Spectacular, living legend, Pittsburgh's coach, Coach Cowher.
Yeah, Coach.
Good to see you, Coach. Cannot wait to get your thoughts on the aftermath of what an exciting, historic Pittsburgh round one of the NFL draft that certainly saw some surprises. Had 8 trades happen, kind of small, little quick trades towards the tail end of the draft, and also saw the shortest first round that we had ever seen. 2 hours and 53 minutes of action. We obviously were very incredibly lucky to start the Draft Spectacular, the 7th annual Draft Spectacular with the Football Town premiere online. So it was a special night for us, special night for the NFL. There are certainly some alarming things that took place and also awesome things that took place as these two are losing their mind down here. I don't know how these people got in here, but I respect it. I don't know when the gates are opening for the Yinzers to continue to fill in here, but we expect another massive day here because the weather is perfect. Yesterday was outstanding. The vibes, immaculate. No fights.
Yeah?
None.
No fights that were reported, that we saw,
No.
anything. So for Pittsburgh to have a beautiful Thursday like that with 320-some thousand people coming down here, somehow getting in, somehow getting out, we think today is going to be even better somehow with more picks and more experience. Let's go to the talk to table at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Con Man, Ty, great to see you. Con Man, last night, a lot of different stories. Your favorite of the evening was what?
Yeah, my favorite was probably the thing that I hated the most, which is the Jets doing stuff that they normally don't do, which is good stuff. They actually took players that seemed that performed incredibly well all season long. David Bailey at the top, fine. You know, that was kind of expected, him or Arvell Reese. So that is what it is. Taking Kenyon Sadiq, the freak, and Omar Cooper Jr. moving back into the first round. That pissed me off, okay? They get 2 sweet players that I think all of us up here would have been very happy with them being on our own teams. One guy's nickname's the freak. The other guy had some of the most iconic moments all college football season long with the Penn State touchdown catch at the end of the year and his performance in the college football playoffs. So the New York Football Jets, look out.
Jets, second overall pick, the odds were changing. Sportsbooks had no idea what they were doing. Schrager had held on and said this is going to be David Bailey. They do that. I also liked what the New York Jets were doing. I also liked there was no leaks.
None.
Yeah.
Sounds like they got it pretty tight over there.
What the hell
This is
going
not
on?
Jets football. What the hell is going on over the AFC East? Ty Schmidt, great to see you, buddy. You missed a good one last night.
I know. It looked like you guys had a lot of fun. Wish I could have been here, but what are you going to do?
As you watched on, what was your big takeaway?
Looking at the NFC North, immaculate tunes right now in the background, but looking at the Bears and the Vikings, I think it's kind of 2 franchises maybe going opposite directions. Vikings, we don't know after J.J. McCarthy. They get Caleb Banks, and everyone's kind of saying, like, wow, that seems like a little bit of a reach. Didn't have this guy going here. And then you look at the Bears, who Dylan Thieneman, he falls right to them, and it's like one of those things where, wow, what unbelievable pick. Bears kind of doing everything right. Very similar to what Conman said with the Jets. It's like the Bears are, continuing their upward ascension, and who knows, what's going to happen with the Vikings.
The Bears, Thieneman, I'll tell you what, Mad Mel had a great take last night.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of the world agreed to it with it as well. I don't know if you heard, but Mad Mel said, if you find a white that is that athletic, you draft him.
Go get him.
That is what you. Sounds like he's going to be a guy. Also an Indiana boy. Shout out to him. The NFC North is kind of problematic over there for the Green Bay Packers. Who are the Kings of the North currently?
Currently, it's the Chicago Bears.
Wow.
And then also on top of it, they're having all these picks. Packers don't pick till 52 today, and they still have, they have a lot of holes they need to replace. So we'll see.
Let's go to one half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys AP tone. Pittsburgh Steelers obviously represented very well last night. Place was going bonkers all evening. Was a true celebration of sport. As soon as the Steelers made their pick, 100,000, 200,000 people, mass exodus. We got to get home. There's only 2 roads out. Have you seen the parking? It's going to be crazy. But obviously the city brought it. And the Steelers end up in an interesting situation now, looking back hindsight with microphones and such.
Yeah, most people ever at the first round of the draft. That was awesome. We all knew they were going to show up. It's a football town. But yeah, there was some drama. There was some controversy at the 20 and 21st pick. Obviously, Dallas is on the clock. And then Steelers are on the phone with wide receiver Mekhi Lemon out of USC. Eagles trade up with Dallas. They take Mekhi Lemon. Steelers then take tackle Maxi Iheanacho out of Arizona State. and there's been a lot of the Yinzers are really pissed. They're saying like, "Oh, Omar didn't know what he was doing there." I could tell you, and I could promise you, from maybe being around that building, they loved Maxi Iheanacho yesterday. It was brought up to us a few times whether they were going to take him or not. I promise you, he was not a backup plan. They are very, very happy to have him.
They thought Mekhi Lemon was potentially going to be available.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe they go with a wide receiver, which everybody thought they were going to have. We're certainly having a conversation with him. We have the video from NFL Network, and it's Omar saying, "Hey, Mekhi, this is Omar from the Steelers. We're next pick. We're going to take you if you're here." I assume Omar didn't expect Mekhi Lemon to potentially be there. Maybe it was a thought of, hey, here we can get the Biletnikoff winner, wide receiver, and then the Eagles make a big-time play, which is kind of the story of the night. Trades. A lot of trades. Kind of moving a little bit, trying to get in front of maybe somebody else that they thought was maybe interested in a similar player. I think we're going to learn from Daniel Jeremiah a little bit about the Eagles' take on that all. But I think the Steelers are pumped with the offensive
very
lineman.
happy.
Certainly a player of need. What will he become? Who knows? Capability gap, gigantic. This guy could be a 15-year, 20-year first ballot Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. Ohio State Buckeye College Football National Champion A.J. Hawk is here. Hawker, 4 guys in the first 11 for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Congrats to Ryan Day. Crazy that Fernando Mendoza and the boys won the Big Ten and National Championship with that Ohio State team still existing. Other than that, what was the story for you think, last night, AJ?
I think starting with one Ohio State Buckeye, Arvell Reese, going number 5 to the New York Football Giants. I think they're getting Arvell at 5 and then Maui Noah at 10. I think that's a great draft for John Harbaugh, his first draft as the head coach of the New York Giants. I mean, both these guys could be cornerstones of your offense and defense for the next 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, and I like the smooth as it's kind of happening.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, it's kind of setting the tone. I think we could tell them it's working.
Yeah, sounds great.
I don't know if it's a test. It is working. It's very consistent.
Yep.
Sounds great. Is this live band right now? Is this a live sex?
What?
Is it? I don't know.
It could be. It might be.
Sounds like good.
I'll tell you what.
It's good, man. It's good.
There's some good sax going on over there right now. Ladies and gentlemen, absolute legend, Coach Cowher.
Come on, Coach.
Coach, we talked about the Steelers just a couple seconds ago. Obviously, there's a lot of decisions happening in there. What else, other than the Steelers, do you want to talk about?
That's good. Just to follow up on Tone a little bit, I think the biggest thing you got to take away is I think they looked at offensive line, receiver pretty much the same, and I think we all agree there's more depth potentially in the second round with receivers. So they were okay with how that thing unfolded right now. So I think you'll be fine going into this day looking at a receiver or a defensive back. But the team that I really thought did a great job yesterday was the Dallas Cowboys. I think they got a steal at number 11 with Caleb Downs. I think this guy is a dynamic player. He's a hybrid type of guy. And then they go back. Remember last year they got Quinnen Williams. They signed Rashawn Gary this offseason. They have now put Malachi Lawrence, again, a tall, lanky edge rusher. I think they've addressed the two things, the secondary with Caleb Downs and then also with Malachi Lawrence. Love what they did yesterday.
These teams doing good stuff, are certainly surprised. Am I sounding like an echo right now?
Yeah, you're echoing now.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
it
pretty
just
good.
started.
No, I think it's happened a couple different times. I don't know if it's me battling against somebody who sounds much better than me back here. I mean, just an absolutely phenomenal show is about to happen, which I think should be talked about last night. Cowboys have massive evening. Jets have massive evening. Giants have massive evening. I think there's a lot of things and teams that certainly did well. I think the NFL did well.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
I think the show was good.
It was great.
How about right before the Pittsburgh Steelers pick? Like the lead up to that, I think they executed perfectly. The old mama, while we were watching in real time, and maybe I had a couple Icy Light mangoes.
What?
And maybe there was a couple Bud Lights. Maybe there were some vitamins in the air. And we were certainly feeling it, especially because Yinzers everywhere were celebrating their asses off for what was about to come. But like just in the moment being like, oh, mama's got to come right here. And then literally a half a second later, it's like, oh, mama. It's like, and then they zoom out 300,000 plus, basically all singing Renegade, and then bring the boys out. I mean, it was a good show last night. Under 3 hours.
Yeah.
I think they did it. I think they really did it last night.
Pittsburgh showed up and they showed out. I'll tell you what, it was electric. I know walking on here for the first time when I came early in the evening, this place was electric. You could feel it. It felt like a Sunday night or Monday night football game at Acrisure Stadium.
Yeah, and I think,
terrible towels were swirling. I'm telling you, it was special.
Leaving Radio City Music Hall when they get kicked out has turned this into a special event.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's not going to get a Super Bowl.
No.
Okay? Pittsburgh's not going to get a Super Bowl. I think there's a lot of things that go with that. bids, yada, 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 weather, money. I think there's a lot of things that just kind of check all the boxes of not going to have a Super Bowl here, okay? Other places, the amount of money that they're paying for Super Bowls, the pitches, the weather, the indoor, everything else is much more conducive for a February football game that means more than anything. What this draft has been able to be, though, for four-season cities or colder cities is a celebration of ball. When it was announced to come to Pittsburgh, Tone, our first reaction was Pittsburgh will do well. Pittsburgh's going to show up. They love ball. Then we started thinking about it actually logistically. And then we started hearing from Yinzers because we all have friends still back here and family back here. And it was like, I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried about Yinzers deciding to come downtown. There were signs from PennDOT that were like, stay home. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay in your house. Do not come downtown. It is going to be crazy. News were reporting like, if you don't want to get trapped for maybe 12, 14 hours, don't come. There was a lot of potential doom and gloom. The weather being perfect, I think, was like a bird call to everybody like, hey, all the shit, come deal with it. Let's do it. They showed up. We got another good one here today, Tone.
Yeah, if Yinzers can go outside and drink with another group of people and it's nice outside, they are going to do that every single time. No, the weather's been perfect, but yes, there was a lot of talk about how we're going to get down there and stuff like that. Everything we saw, like when we got out of here, we didn't get out of here that far long after the draft last night. Like there wasn't any traffic or anything. Everything seems really smooth. Everyone was happy last night. It went perfect.
Yeah, I think it was a beautiful evening. Only going to continue through the weekend as I think Yinzers are kind of filing in now to try to find their
opened at noon
local booze that they can. We would like to introduce, before we get our first guest up here, ladies and gentlemen, last night was a moment that wrapped up the entire draft. A two-time brain cancer survivor, I do believe, came out as a fan of the Seattle Seahawks, and the moxie was outrageous. Grabs the microphone, says, what up, Goodell? Good dap, as if he did get you. Can you hear me back there? Yeah, starts screaming into the mic.
I'm excited to be here to represent the 12s. Oh, and the reigning Super Bowl champion, Seattle!
Yeah, we love it. I mean, the Yinzers were certainly impressed. How could you not be? A stud who, with the Make-A-Wish program, was able to announce a pick last night. Now he's joining us right now, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan, I don't know your last name. Dylan, will you walk up here, Dylan? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Dylan, and then here. Use this one right here, brother. Hey, great to see you. Yeah, you can saddle up right over there, man. Just use that microphone right there. Yeah, there we go. How are you, dude?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great.
Dude, how was last night? You killed it. We thought you owned the moment. I loved everything about it.
I had to. Come on now.
Yeah, you're damn right. Okay, so you're a Seattle Seahawk fan?
Yeah, I've been my whole life.
Are you from Seattle or that area?
No, so I'm actually from Columbus. I hate Centerville.
What happened?
I go to Dublin Kaufman.
Yeah.
Which, you're from Ohio.
Yeah.
We're D1. We play you guys every so often.
Yeah.
You guys just always kill us.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
That's Centerville football.
Nah, he lives in Dublin now too, so he's trying to procreate.
Like Crafton. Like Crafton.
Yeah. Well, I think Crafton would beat the hell out of Centerville. Which
good match.
Ipso facto, I think Crafton would also beat Dublin. Yeah, if I had to guess. But nonetheless, if they had your toughness, maybe they'd win some games over their Centerville Elks. Okay, so you're from Ohio, Seattle Seahawks fan.
Correct.
We learned last night in the way you celebrate two-time. Two-time. Like, let's make sure we talk about this. What happened? You had brain cancer?
Yeah, so what actually happened is, it's kind of a miracle how I found out that I had cancer. It was a Father's Day trip with my dad. We were RVing, like ATVing, and my other buddy had a dirt bike in Wade National Forest, which is a big forest in Ohio. And so I was like driving a ATV, and I ended up like flipping it, and it like landed on my head, and like just caused my mom was freaked out about it. She made me go to the hospital, get a CT scan, just because she thought it was just like a concussion, just make sure I was okay. And then when they did that CT scan, they actually ended up finding a mass in my brain. Jeez. And they didn't know what it was at first, so they found the mass, and the first thing they did was they sent me to Nationwide Children's in Columbus, where they took just excellent care of me.
How old are you?
I was 16 at this time.
How old are you now?
Not 20.
Okay, so this has been the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So they find that they remove it, I assume. Is that how that goes?
Yeah. They found it in like the end of July, like early August. It was already gone. Like it was a really quick. It had to be like it was an expedited surgery, and then where was I gonna go with that?
Now, then what happens? It comes back. Obviously, it has to come back. At some point.
But so I got rid of it. You know, I was good and free for like 2 years or so, and then so I had to do like regular scans every 3 to 4 months just to check up. You know, make sure everything's good, everything's clear. And I was just on a routine scan, and I was just like on a drive home, and I got a call from the doctor, and she was just like, "You might want to pull over." Like, just kind of heart crushing. It was just like, you know, your cancer's back. It's time to
fight.
Yeah, and I was just like, all right, time to reload. Let's just fucking go.
Yes.
Hey, no, don't be sorry. You were awesome, man. Your story's inspiring. You're here with, is this a lad, a friend?
Yeah, this is brother.
Brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he's bigger than me. I got it.
Yeah.
Littler brother, too, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know it's probably a lot, and he's got an ankle or a foot. So, Ohio, this guy just walked in here with a brace on the foot.
Rugby injury. Rugby.
Okay,
yeah.
most Ohio thing of all time. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. And obviously, we know the whole family goes through this shit. So shout out to you. Shout out to your family. I'm so excited you got to do that last night. And way to own the moment, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a
you
legend.
did.
Hey, Coach Cowher has something to tell you.
You know, I just want to say to you that what you are doing right now is inspiring many, many people. And you're changing the lives of a lot of people. You're inspiring courage. You're inspiring trust. You're inspiring an attitude that says, be blissful for every day that we wake up. So your sense of perspective is going to resonate with so many people. And thank you, Dent, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Baby, Dylan, baby.
Oh, yeah, Dylan.
Hey, we appreciate you, dude. Dylan last night. Thank you so much for coming by. Enjoy yourself. We got a lot of stupid talk coming up. So you can hang. You can definitely do that. Keep that. You keep that on. Keep that on. Hey, baby, Dylan. I mean, just immediately grabbing the mic and screaming.
Good dap last
Yeah,
night.
that was great.
Yeah.
We had to have known
What's up,
he was
dude?
from Ohio. Like
Tough.
a Seahawks fan from Ohio, I would have never expected.
Ever.
But
But
him grabbing that mic and doing what he was doing, I think that's when we were all like, yes.
And you probably thought I was going to tell Dylan, like, you know, Dylan, we did beat you in the Super Bowl. That's all fine. That's fine. That's where Pat wanted me to go, but I did not want to go there.
I did not. That is not what I wanted him to do.
Oh, there you go.
I would have played.
Yeah, I think any of it would have been great. What you did last night was fantastic. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man who did the mock draft championship. They gave him the title. He got 29 right out of 32 for first rounders, and I believe he nailed 8 in the exact spot. That's the best by all the people that we know. There's probably somebody on the internet that's better. We apologize. We didn't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move the sticks, Dana Jeremiah.
Yeah, DJ.
How you doing, DJ? Thank you for coming. Now, listen, DJ, you are in between Dylan, who seems like one of the biggest badasses in the history, and before Goodell. So let's make sure we have a good one here, DJ.
Yeah, you've never given me a soft landing.
That's true.
Ever. Ever.
I know you're opening for Goodell here, following one of the biggest badasses that we've seen.
What a stud.
It was.
Total stud.
That was an awesome way to wrap up the entire draft. And let's talk about this draft. Number 2 was obviously an up and down whenever it came to who was going to go. The odds obviously were shifting and changing. David Bailey sticks there. After that happens, what do you think is the big storyline? Obviously, Ty Simpson getting drafted to the Rams is outrageous. Was there anything before that moment that you thought would have been big enough to carry draft night, or did Ty Simpson to the Rams become the story immediately upon it happened?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that happened. I mean, there were still some twists and turns, but all of them I felt like, and we had all heard at least whispers of it, like Tate at 4, surprise, yeah, but that had been whispered around that they wanted to do something for Cam Ward. So there was a lot of things like that. I thought Cleveland was really masterful of understanding that they could move back and still get their tackle. They did a nice job of kind of playing the board the right way. But, I mean, look, the headline's going to be 13.
Tell me about it a little bit. Sean McVay.
Oh, boy.
I saw a still shot.
Yeah.
He's pot.
Yeah,
in the still shot. In the still shot. Cowher did not love that we were judging off of a still for
video,
no.
dude.
I want context, is what Bill Cowher said in this entire thing.
I mean,
but then we heard Sean McVay say? He'll be battling against Stetson Bennett for sure, because obviously we know this is Matthew Stafford's team. Here's Coach.
I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson.
Okay, then he had the frown face.
Yep.
Then it was said that Stafford was told about this happening. The Green Bay Jordan Love thing started getting comparisons because how close the team is to maybe a Super Bowl. So if you're drafting certainly for the future as opposed to right now, ruffles some feathers. Dan Orlovsky was sitting over here saying, fudge, yeah. How do you kind of unravel the entire story of Ty Simpson to the Rams? Because Ty even said, Simpson, that he had never talked to Coach McVay before. So this is a really fascinating dynamic, especially its quarterback position, for a franchise we all have a lot of respect for.
Yeah, there's a lot of angles to it. I mean, first of all, for Ty, like if you could script where you could go, this would be the first choice. Obviously, you go to an organization knows what they're doing. They know how to develop and coach quarterbacks, scheme up quarterbacks, put them in favorable positions. He doesn't have to get on the field right away. That's from his perspective. From the Rams' perspective, though, you're a play away from a Super Bowl. This year's Super Bowl is in your building, and you've got the reigning MVP, and your first pick is someone who's not going to see the grass for 2 years. There's that side of it, and this is the one I haven't heard anybody talk about this. So we're all going to assume that Stafford's 2 more years, right? At least. So
immortal.
Yeah.
10 more years.
So you've got Ty did not start till his 4th year at Alabama. He's going to wait 2 years now in the NFL. So over a 6-year period of time, he'll have played 1 year of football. Like, that is a grand experiment to me. I've never seen anything like it. I don't have anything to compare it to. So I'm fascinated to see how the whole thing works out.
Yeah, me too. Coach Carr, whenever we're watching the McVay stuff, what do you think that angle all is?
I mean, I think that's Sean right now just like tempering the expectation for Ty Simpson. I mean, you're going to come in here, I understand you're the 13th pick, but you still have a lot to prove, and I'm going to let this thing unfold in front of my eyes. You know, it's interesting that he has not talked to him. You know, when we picked Ben Roethlisberger at 12 in 2004, I didn't think he was going to be there. We had Tommy Maddox.
Yeah.
I didn't tell Tommy Maddox. I mean, they talked to Stafford about this. The next morning, I had Tommy Maddox in my office, and he was not a happy camper.
Has any quarterback ever been happy when this happens? Ever.
He sat there and said, you never told me. You said you believed in me. You said I was the guy for the future. This is BS. And he started getting louder and louder. At the very end, I said, are you done? Yeah. Okay. I said at the same time, I said, I did not know he was going to be there.
Yeah.
You sound like a very insecure quarterback. Mm-hmm. Right now, you are the starting quarterback, and I think if you just approach it that way, it's your job to lose. Mm-hmm. And right now, I don't think you're in the right frame of mind to accept it.
Wow.
He's going to be on this team. And number one, I don't owe an explanation to you and owe an explanation to Mr. Rooney about getting the best player that was available for this team for the future.
Okay. Do we think McVay said, because McVay didn't talk to him.
Tommy Maddox and Matthew Stafford are not.
No.
Let's get that. Let's get that.
I was just talking about scenarios. I'm just talking about scenarios.
But here,
good story.
Coach, I want to ask you this because, sorry, but I want to say, when you look at it over the years, whenever there was a dispute, right? If there was an upset player, I always thought it was an upstairs, downstairs thing. Coaches are always going to saddle up to the player and say, hey, that's not me, that's upstairs. We're all together downstairs. You can make good cop, bad cop. Good cop's always going to be downstairs. You make bad cop upstairs.
You know, the conversations you have in that room is you come out, there's got to be a consensus.
Yeah.
And that means there's not going to be someone conceding the fact that, okay, this is maybe not how I want this to unfold, but there's a bigger plan than this. And that's what I sense right now is we don't want to get stuck with Matthew Stafford and have no succession plan.
Yeah.
Because that's not a good place to be. And I think you find that Ben Roethlisberger has not really been a succession plan as you see where they are right now. So there's examples of why you would do something like that. Yeah. But I go back to the same thing with, like, right now. You talk about where you were with Aaron Rodgers. You're one play away from the Green Bay Packers of being in a Super Bowl. And you get Jordan Love. And so, you know, I do think that you have to capture the moment because these windows come and they do go. And to me, again, I think it's a high price to pay for a guy with a small body of work.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, 15 games played. He talks about over a 6-year period. He won't even have a full NFL season worth of games played, but a lot of practice, and we like where he was practicing. Alabama, we liked where he was, and we'll obviously love it with the Rams if they welcome him in there. Sean McVay also has to believe in Stetson Bennett too, right? Like that, which he kind of has to. There's a lot of managing of how everybody feels in this entire
Managing
thing.
egos.
Yeah.
We're keeping everything. I know you were 13. You talk about being a franchise quarterback. Ty, I love you, but you're going to have to beat out number 2 first.
Yeah, AJ, your question for DJ.
Yeah, what about Delane going to the Chiefs? Was that a surprise for you to go 6? We knew he was probably going to be the first corner taken, but going to 6 to Kansas City.
Yeah, I had them taking them just where they were, but I think because of the Jermod McCoy injury with the knee and the uncertainty there, to me, I thought those were the top 2 corners, and then there was a gap. And I thought Kansas City, we got to come away with one of these guys. And when you looked at the teams picking in front of them, there was an opportunity for them to take a corner. So, I mean, I think they wanted to eliminate it. Let's just eliminate the risk. Let's just go get him.
Okay, Caden Proctor.
Yeah.
That was fascinating. That was a very fascinating decision, especially with Bain was available. This is for the Dolphins.
Yep. Yeah.
Bain, obviously, Miami legend. Caleb Dahn, I believe, was still available. Caden Proctor, we had heard a lot of things about, like, being a pro.
Yeah.
Be a pro, be a pro, be a pro. It wasn't that. But obviously the upside is crazy. Is that what we're thinking for the Miami Dolphins?
When his weight's under control, he played really well. You saw that later in the season. But, I mean, the facts are the facts. He showed up at 390 pounds. He did not play well early in the season. So that concerned teams. But then you go through the process. He got himself in better shape. He had a good spring. You know, he going through the workout portion of the spring. And I think teams just saw the best of him. And that's why he ended up going where he ended up going.
Congrats to him. I'm excited for him. He can change the entire narrative. He can take all of this as the driver to make him the best pro he could possibly be. Tone has a question for you.
Yeah, DJ, last night kind of went how we thought it was with all the 9 offensive linemen, which was tied for second most of all time. But the strength of the draft that everyone was talking about is maybe tonight. Second and third round. A lot of those corners didn't go last night.
Yeah.
Denzel Boston didn't go last night. D tackles still out there. What do you think the story of tonight is?
Yeah, I think you hit them. I mean, I think those are the big positions. Like you see a big corner run early. There always is a lot of emphasis on that position at this point in the draft. Defensive tackles have been kind of dominated the second round. We saw 2 go in the first.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a surprise. I thought there was a chance we wouldn't see any of them come off the board in the first round. So there's a couple of those guys, and there's so many wideouts. I'm curious to see, even though you might have, and I might have some of these guys rated here, if some of them have to wait a little bit just because they feel like if we miss on A, we've got B, C, D, and E we can get.
Ty Schmidt has a question. He was not here last night for you. There's water getting spilled off of the top of this tent onto a very important group of people right over there. Go ahead, Ty. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, DJ, you just mentioned the D tackles. The Minnesota Vikings, new GM.
Yeah.
They take Caleb Banks, and I think a lot of people were kind of like, well, what's going on here? Was that the biggest, outside of Ty Simpson, was that the biggest surprise of the first round, and why do you think they ultimately went with him?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'd heard the whispers about it a couple days previous, talking to some of the information guys, so it wasn't a total shock, but he's the only player outside my top 50 that went in the first round. He was my 51st overall player. He didn't play, just a couple games. He's had the same foot injury twice now. And when you see him, I mean, he's a massive human being. He's got a lot in his body, a lot of talent there, but it's been a little bit up and down, and you factor in the injuries. That profile, we talk about profiles, that's a second-round profile. So from that standpoint, yeah, it was a surprise they ripped it there at 18.
Remember, though, if any of these guys play for 5-10 years, it's a success. There's going to be a lot of busts on that board from last night.
Yeah.
That is what stats have shown us. Tonight, there's going to be 2 rounds of dreams coming true. You'll be on the call on NFL Network.
Ready to go, man.
How was
You guys have fun last night?
Yeah, it was quick.
Oh, yeah.
It was quick, wasn't it?
Yes. Did Orlovsky have a draft party or no?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, for himself.
This was his draft party
Yeah,
right
came
here?
up here, drank a couple beers, got all
hammered.
hammered up, was walking around, was banging the microphone off the table.
Yeah.
Just going, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Trust the take, man. He was so
Clapping.
proud of himself. There he is. Look at him.
Yeah,
what's up?
you
As he
see.
thrust it on my table. I didn't
What
see
is
that.
what is going on there?
Well, we didn't really have a setup for him. We just asked him to come over because we had a hunch that it was going to happen during the day. It felt like everybody kind of heard about it.
Yeah.
And then Dan Orlovsky comes over, half chugs an Icy Light Mango, which obviously we
It
appreciate.
was more than half.
You called him out.
I did because it wasn't the whole thing.
It was more
You
than
don't
half.
come to Pittsburgh and not drink the whole beer. Watch.
is
That's
amazing.
thank you for point. Thank you. That was very. Pat, thank you, Pat.
No problem. I had to find out, too. I mean, I've been a part of the beer.
Just pour it on the carpet.
That's wasting beer.
Gross.
That's wasting beer. We don't do that in Pittsburgh.
Whatever the case, we did celebrate the hell out of last night. I hope
Fun.
you did, too. We can't
Yeah.
wait to watch it. I'm going to be making a couple picks tonight, maybe.
Oh,
for the-
nice.
For the Colts, so that should be a fun time.
I'm looking forward to it. You set the bar high, so we'll see.
I'll give you a shout-out up there.
Oh, you do? Oh,
I will,
you're
yeah.
the best.
I don't know what I'm
Who
saying
they
yet.
taking?
The Colts? Shoot, I don't know.
Someone who's going to stink, probably.
I mean, they could go for a wide out there. Jeremy Bernard. Let's go.
There you go. DJ, we can't wait to watch you.
Yeah.
We appreciate the hell out of you.
Thanks,
Hope you
buddy.
enjoy Pittsburgh for the rest of the
Oh, it's been
season.
awesome. You're the best, buddy.
You're the best. Ladies
See you
and
guys.
gentlemen,
See you
DJ.
And baby DJ.
Good work, DJ. Hey, DJ, thank you. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
See you, buddy.
How come you didn't
tonight.
draft him? He was quarterback out of App State, though. How come you didn't draft Daniel Jeremiah?
From where? App State?
Yeah.
App State plays good football.
They do.
I know. North Carolina.
How come you didn't? Oh, yeah, you love North Carolina.
I do like it.
I forgot about how much you love North Carolina.
NC State, especially.
No, yeah, and their hockey teams down there.
I like Carolina. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
They're up 3-0.
Hey, where? Okay, we don't want to go down that.
Well, are you going to back
No,
yourself?
no,
Yeah.
no,
You're the
no,
city's
no,
coach. You just
no.
got reminded.
Yeah, you did the
Just,
siren.
you mean like-
Yeah, you did a sign for the Hurricanes.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
remember
Move on. Who's our next guest?
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a man who is obviously at the forefront of trailblazing for sports leagues across the globe, I would say. His model and blueprint is what every other league is going to try to follow. He's taken a sport that is obviously the best in the world and turned it into a worldwide business sensation. Up and to the right is everything. Eyeballs, dollars, games, legends. Ladies and gentlemen, alongside his beautiful bride, who's standing right over there, the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell.
How you doing, Commish? Good to see you. Good
to see you, sir.
Good guy. Always an honor.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Hey, knock it off!
He's a good
Shut
guy.
Weird Al.
Not for you, for Daniel
Like that.
Got it. Yeah, DJ's really picky about where he sits.
He's got to be on the throne, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You get it. You ran the NFL Network for a while. You had to get calls for him. Congratulations on that deal. Also, congratulations on 320,000. Congratulations.
Isn't that unbelievable? That's for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Pittsburgh, 320,000. Okay, so Radio City Music Hall books a Rockettes event. They kick you out. They say you have to do the draft somewhere else. You'd been there forever. Obviously, we all remember the theater. We remember the Jets and Giants fans.
Yeah.
Now getting to do this. We ask you this every year because it seems to get bigger and bigger, and it definitely did here yesterday. Is it all surreal that this is what your draft is? You're walking on there with a card. Saying, and there's 300,000 people. We're here. I mean, the amount of everything.
You mean, why do I wonder what they're doing out there?
No. Are you excited about where it's at? And it's only going to grow and get bigger. And it is a great time. Pittsburgh, okay? 2 hours, 53
Great
minutes.
choice, right?
Yes, definitely a football town. 2 hours, 53 minutes, a lot of boozing. There was no fights.
Nope.
That is the most abnormal Pittsburgh thing of all time. It was like a celebration of ball, and I think you deserve a lot of credit for making this into what it is. Whenever you see last night, like, what are your thoughts immediately, and how pumped are you for the league?
You know, I really think for any credit, it's the fans. It was just bringing it to the fans, and once you brought it to the communities, they just wrapped their arms around it, and they made it theirs ultimately. And this is the ultimate fan event. It's free. Everyone can come down. There's a sense of pride here in Pittsburgh, as you know, that we can do this and we can show off our community. So to me, it's just it is when you look out there and you say, I can't believe it's gotten this big, and then every year it gets bigger. It's fun. It puts a smile on your face.
I don't know if you've seen DMX. What concert was that where he looks like
Glastonbury?
Yeah, and then obviously Queen at that
Wembley.
Wembley back there.
The Queen at Wembley.
Hey, there's not a lot of people that with a microphone are commanding a 300,000 person audience.
Yeah, but they can sing. I'm just talking. That's bad.
Yeah, but you did well. I think there was no flubs last night. You also dropped the yins early, which I thought was a good play. Yeah. But I think what we have learned through this entire process is you have a lot of history in this area. Yeah. Obviously, Washington and Jefferson, about 20 minutes southwest of here is where you went to school.
Yep.
But you also spent some time here in Pittsburgh. I didn't know your ties to the area. Has it been special to get back here, and have you reminisced at all?
It has, yeah. Actually, I came in Tuesday night and had dinner with some buddies, and actually the guy who owned the bar that I used to work at. So I got a chance to, celebrate with them a little bit on Tuesday, which was fun because I don't think any of us would imagine, one, we'd be here for a draft in Pittsburgh, and I'd be working for the NFL. I mean, that's like, it's surreal, right?
Working for the NFL, yeah. Working,
Oh, you mean the NFL is working for me? No, not that.
It's working for all of us, I would like to say.
Yeah,
we are very grateful for what the game has provided, sir. It's certainly your league. But so you worked at a bar here.
In Washington, at school.
What were you, a barback? You're a bouncer?
I was a bartender. Well, you have to do everything. You have to stock, you have to bartend, you have to bounce, you have to do everything.
Okay, then how do you just pipeline from that bar to the NFL? Is that kind of how this works?
I often say, honestly, a bartender was one of the best experiences I had working, because you have to learn how to deal with people in unusual circumstances, and uncontrollable experiences sometimes, right? But it taught me a lot. I actually really treasure that experience.
I'm happy you got to meet up with the boys from college, go back to the bar where you poured drinks and have a good time, and obviously this takes place. Let's talk about some of the stories around the league, shall we?
Yep.
Tyson getting hurt, getting drafted at 5 or whatever, good for him, or 6, whatever it is. Ty Simpson get drafted, obviously a big storyline.
Yep.
The bigger storyline for your league, what are we doing with these refs? Huh? This is a big deal, Commissioner. Is this not a big deal?
It's the biggest.
This is the biggest deal. Coach, definitely, he has his highlights with refs. You've seen them. You guys run them in NFL films.
I've seen that.
Yeah. AJ,
we've had a few conversations over the years.
We've talked about this many times.
But players and coaches, I think players and coaches, and obviously league people, but people associated with the league, I think understand the importance of refs more than anybody else. Careers are changed.
Yeah.
Families have to move because of missed calls and everything like that. Reffing is a terribly difficult job. We all agree with that. But I think the reason why our show focuses on it so much because they're so important. And what happened with those replacement refs, I think, is not good. I like that you're preparing ahead of time for this, getting them trained. Where do we sit with that? And what are, we got some real fears that some guy who's reffing maybe in the science center over there who's doing a football thing is going to be reffing in the NFL again, like when replacement refs happen. What is kind of the state of all that?
Listen, the number one thing is we definitely want an agreement with the officials. I mean, we're not itching for a lockout. What we are trying to do, though, is make our officials more accountable, get the best performers on the field, and make officiating better. Ultimately, that's what you want, because when the real officials show up and they make a mistake, you're going to say the same thing. And so we got to get the best officials out there, train them. If they can't officiate at this level, we want to be able to make changes, and we don't want to put people out there that aren't ready to be able to officiate at this level. So those are the real key issues for us, performance, and I'm hopeful that we're going to get there without going to a lockout. But that's something we've got to be prepared for, because we're not going to stop the season.
How abnormal is it that the players and coaches are on your side in a CBA negotiation? And they can't publicly come out and say that. Obviously, the Players Association has come out and be like, we hope their union gets them everything they need. But the players and coaches are also like, yeah, accountability would be pretty good in this entire process.
Absolutely.
It's an interesting negotiation for you, I assume.
Yeah, but I think even the fans are in favor of having better officiating, right?
Yes.
Now, but we've got to have technology with this. This game is so fast. Coach and I talk about it all the time. You're going to have mistakes on the field. So how do we use technology to be able to correct that so that we do get the right outcome and we don't have people losing jobs because of the wrong call?
And can I just,
Definitely.
I said, we have the challenge system.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about the fact that we can't throw a flag down with the challenge system.
Yeah.
Because it's but if you give one review per game, and a review means we can review the whole play, which then we can obviously then throw a flag. Has that been talked about as possibly an option to correct that one mistake that's there? Keep the challenge, 2 challenges, and 1 review.
ABS.
And you're right, Coach, but here I'm going to go back to the same thing, which you would ask as a coach. Are you just challenging one aspect of the play or anything that happens in that play?
Anything that happens in that play. And I think, again, that's the one review that you would have. And so you can't sit there and talk about a play being missed. So I'm talking about a review where you can throw a flag. because we're going to review it. I watched
For
it.
any call.
Any call.
What about holding on the offensive line?
Yeah, on the backside, some minor call, you want to be able to reverse it.
You review it. You're reviewing the call for what the obvious error was.
Okay,
That's
but then what's the obvious error is the question, right?
I know. And again, I'm sure you have to work out what those stipulations, what those guidelines are.
Welcome to Coach Goodell conversation.
Love it.
But I do think that in terms of what you're saying, we don't want the face mask in the end zone.
Absolutely.
We don't want the big hit on the sideline. Yeah. These are the obvious errors, and so I'm just saying from a review standpoint, you have one. It will not slow down the game, and you're going to have to pick and choose. And I think you can talk about, when you're going to use it. You're going to save that review for a big play in the fourth quarter of a game.
Figure it out, Raj.
I'm just
that's
That's
the way it usually ends up, Pat.
Figure it out. Put him in charge.
Okay.
You know what? I think if you could isolate the things that you would reverse, or you could throw a flag down for, that's the possibility. And then maybe you expand it at some point in time, but you got to get it in.
And this year, you guys are allowing New York, I believe,
Yes.
if there is replacement refs, to be able to assist. I think that's a good trial run to see what happens in the future. You guys are very much like a let's see, and then we'll maybe expand or get rid of. I think you've always been ahead of that. I'm excited to see if it works. Get a deal done, Raj. We need them.
Got you.
But we need them to be better, too. Get that deal done.
Thank you.
Yeah, all those things. Another deal.
Just do that. Okay?
And we got to be able to throw a flag with officiating.
Well, listen, you need to definitely handle what Coach Cower's saying. Last thing for me, and then the boys obviously have all their questions, assortment of 18 games seems inevitable. Okay, 9 games are just announced, I believe, international. Congratulations. Australia, you're all the way over there. The game is growing at this massive rate. Obviously, streamers and platforms want games. Congrats, I think, on the YouTube deal with the 5 extra Monday Night Football games that you were able to get done. You can create any game that you want and be able to sell it. 18 games. Are you going to add a bye week in there? Do you think the 18 games is going to get passed? And how do you resist the urge of just creating new primetime games that you can get billions of dollars for all the time? Like, how do you manage what's the right Black Friday game, Wednesday afternoon game, Thursday night game, Australia game? Like, how do you balance what's the right play, knowing that everybody wants your shit right now, and also the players aren't going to want too much?
Yeah, the one, safety has to be the primary concern, right? If you can't do it safely for our players, we're not going to do it. And that's why I would say it's not inevitable. 2 is I think this is the same issue when we went from 16-4 to 17-3. We did it successfully because we did it with the players. We had taken on a lot of initiatives to make our game safer, and I think we did. And I don't hear from our players. They're not talking about 16-4 or 17-3. So I think when you get to that point, double buys will be a question. Roster sizes will be a question. All of those things are going to be really important to consider, to balance, both with the Players Association and with the competition committee, so that we can do it really successfully. But listen, I've been critical of our preseason. I don't think it's the kind of standard that we should be putting out there. I think season structure, that includes the offseason, that includes everything up to training camp, and the season and the postseason. We should be looking at that all the time, evaluating what's good, what's bad, what can we make better. And I think there's still improvements in doing that. Obviously, reducing preseason would be the top of my list.
Every team have an international game. That's all. I think Kraft came out and said that at the league meetings, that is potentially an initiative. 9 across the world right now, including, I don't know if you can get further and play a football game. Maybe Fiji. I don't know if you're able to put a game there. But obviously in Australia, every team's going to have an international game. And how many more markets? It looks
if we went to the 18, you could do that easily enough, where everybody plays an international game every year.
How do you pick the markets? Because like for our YouTube show, obviously we get exact how old, who, where, what country.
Yeah, the data you get on the fans and where they're watching and how much they're watching and how they're engaging. Playing the game over there. When we were over in Australia 2 weeks ago, we put 42,000 tickets on sale. They were gone in less than an hour. We couldn't process them that fast. And it's a 100,000 seat stadium. We pre-sold 35, so we've got another 20,000 that it'll go in a flash. So they want to see the game. We're big on flag football, as you know. It's a global sport. It's a great way to get people involved with the game and understand the game, understand the strategy, particularly young women, but also international fans who really don't understand the game yet.
Easier to play flag
Definitely.
Just put a couple flags down, put a football down, draw a line, figure it out, kids.
It's a lot cheaper and it's more accessible. But it's a pretty. Those are athletes out there.
Oh,
we saw that.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like what he did. I don't like what he did to your league. I don't like that at all.
I don't think it was a reflection on our league. I think it's a different game. I think what it demonstrated is a different game.
Were the boys told that?
The other boys, the USA football team, or
no? Forget the USA football. Good luck out there. We need you to win a gold. Yeah. Okay, and you're going to. I think.
Our boys.
Our guys. The
our
league boys.
We may not have had the right rosters out there, right? We didn't understand the game.
Well, but were they told, like, hey, you're about to get your asses beat by this team?
I don't know if they believed that, and I'm not sure I could have told you that.
We wouldn't have believed it either.
I think we got the world's greatest athletes, but I got to tell you, I was impressed with those kids.
Yeah.
And you see the way they dip and they move and their hips, man. I tell you what.
Different game. The run.
Now let's see you dip.
Well, the penthouse to the outhouse move, that's the one.
That's the one.
They'll be able to boom, bang, pow.
At full speed.
Yeah, because then Luke Kuechly's like, yeah. And then Jalen Ramsey at one point was like, enough of this. We are good at that game.
Oh, yeah.
We are very good.
Yeah.
And we need to win that gold. But I like the development. I like the growth. It's all going to be considered under your leadership, though. So I'm happy that it is all working. But also, you should look in the mirror sometime and be like, man, you took the best sport on earth from being a bartender at one point. Jack and Diet's pretty good. Do you have a heavy hand? How was your...
I was real good at that.
Yeah, for the lads.
Bigger tips.
It was one of those bars that during the day it was a beer and a shot.
Got it.
At night it got to be, yes.
A lot of smoking in there, yeah.
Yeah, there was
I've been there, yeah. All right, but anyways, what you've been able to do to the game, we all appreciate. You talked about 18 games roster sizes. Coach has a question for you.
Yeah, I was just talking about that, and I think the roster size, Roger, right now we have 53 regulars on the roster and 17 practice squad. And I know it's 48 with 8 offensive linemen. I mean, what is the number in your mind that would be something that we would expand the roster to if we could make that next step?
Coach, I don't think we've gotten to that point yet, honestly. I think that's going to balance a lot of issues. I think part of it's going to be how many activations are there?
Yeah.
What happens on injured reserve? How fast can we move players from practice squad to the rosters and how many times we can do that? There's a lot of things I think that have to be considered in that, but I think there's still going to be very conservative. I think
50.
Well, you got 53 now, so would you go to 55? Or are you talking about active?
Active.
Yeah, I don't see it more than 2 or 3.
Okay.
It sounds like you're doing a little public posturing.
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm just saying with more games, I think a player's body only has so many reps in it. And I would like those reps, and if you have a chance through the course of a game, not to have someone maybe sit for an extra week. So we have their best sense of a football team in January and December. Because we only have 48, these guys are having to play with minimal injuries, but these injuries get more and more without rest. Having more players takes away the reps on the field. And I've always said this before. It's why I used to shut down games and run the ball with the lead. A player only has so many reps in his body through the course of a season. And I would rather that body be healthy and ready to go in January than in the month of November.
Yeah, Raj.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. But I think players are really great at watching their bodies, getting ready for the season, understanding the rhythm, the pace of it. I think coaches are getting better at managing that.
But the competitive guys, to me, feel like they're letting down their teammates, so they will not come off the field.
Did you feel like you were letting down the fans when you went to prevent defense and we all had to snooze and have heart attacks for 2 quarters?
Yeah, Coach.
So yeah. Did I tell you what my record was when I had a lead of 11 points or more through the course of any point in the game?
What was it?
11 points or more at any point in the game. Because I would shut it down and run the ball. It happened to be 106-1-1. Okay, so he tells me that I am playing prevent defense. I am preventing us from fucking losing. Okay? You're right.
That's your job.
106,
1-1.
What happened on the 1-1?
Well, the one I can tell you about the 1-1 because Dick LeBeau was coaching the Cincinnati Bengals after I would not sign him back. He went there, and we had a snap that came from the snapper, went through the holder's hands.
Not me.
It was a special teams player.
Stop looking at me.
Okay, I'm just saying.
See?
And the one was Michael Vick, and Dan Reeves, and we caught a pass at the 1 yard line with Plexico Burrs caught the pass, and we did not score. So it was a tie in overtime.
Now, on that note, Michael Vick, you were playing prevent defense again. What a stupid decision that was. That was so dumb. What are you going to do, run everybody to your end zone? Michael Vick's going to run.
Just go deep and let him run, Coach. I like that.
I remember watching those games.
I'm getting criticized for the one tie I had.
Hey, I was there for it.
Yeah,
my dad, you should see my dad threw his remote. All right, let's get back to the league, please.
Okay, let's go. Jeez.
It's more fun picking on Coach.
Yeah. You have no idea. Yeah. It has been
Can I just tell you one story? So we're playing Tokyo, okay? And Mr. Rooney goes, Mr. We're sitting at the league meetings, and Mr. Rooney goes, hey, I think they want to play in Tokyo. I go, Mr. Rooney, we don't need an extra game. Tokyo is so far. I sit next to Roger at the dinner. He goes, I go, Tag wants us to play in Tokyo. He goes, no, he goes, I go, yeah, it's a long flight. He goes, no, if you go over the top, it's really short. I go, really? He goes, yeah, it's not that bad of a flight. I'm going, okay. So I go, Mister, we'll play, because Roger told me it's not that bad of a flight. He goes, okay. He goes, we're about to have to stop in Ireland. I go, no, Mr. Rooney, just go over the top. He goes, you can't go over the top. I go, fucking Roger. Did you already say yes? He goes, yeah, we already said yes. I go,
already negotiated.
I owe him one.
He was planting seeds. He was planting seeds. Let's get the Crafton dumbass here. Earth's round. Don't be one of those flat earther guys. It's so quick. Goodbye, Santa Claus.
Hey, just next question.
Okay, AJ has a question for you, Rod.
This is one I believe Coach Cowher's pretty passionate about as well, the tush push. Is that something that you continue to look at? Coaches continue to talk to? Like, how much feedback are you getting with that? And I'd like to get Coach Cowher's opinion as well on what he feels about this play.
He knows.
We've had this conversation too, but you know what? It got very little conversation this year.
Yeah.
The competition committee, I don't remember them even bringing it up. Honestly, it may have got a short conversation. It did not come up at the league meeting. So I think people are looking at it, and we're going to see it as part of the game for the.
You almost need to have an injury, right? I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it's not been. There's been no injuries reported.
No, that's what was presented earlier. Yeah.
I mean, really.
No, listen. We're concerned about the injury rate with that massive humanity going in there, but at the end of the day, we haven't seen the numbers. Let's hope we don't see them. But
I didn't like that was the discussion around our league either. I didn't like that the tush push is what had everybody jacked up.
Yeah.
Now the success rate's going down, maybe because Jason Kelsey's literally everywhere else but on a football field. But the Eagles not winning the Super Bowl this year, I think is also a reason you put it to bed. Tone has a question for you, Commish.
Yeah, Commissioner, I always I tend to ask you where the next draft is going to be. Obviously, D.C. next year, but the one after that. I know you're not going to answer that, but how long is the list of cities now trying to line up to get the draft, and what does it compare to the list of cities trying to get the Super Bowl?
Good question, Tone. So there were 10 cities here scouting.
That's awesome.
Pittsburgh doing this draft. So that tells you what the
it's a long list.
It's a long list. And I think it's because more cities can actually host the draft than they can the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl has gotten to the point where it's not the stadium size. It's really weather's an issue, but also it's just hotel rooms. All the other facilities are necessary. This is slightly easier, but it's getting more difficult.
Yeah.
And so the draft, the bar's being raised, and we're going to probably have to start allocating the drafts a little further in advance, because you need to hold the hotel rooms, you need to hold the facilities. I mean, this is a great location, but it's also got great facilities here. You don't have this in every city.
Yeah, yes. I think Pittsburgh's excited for it. I'll tell you what, the locals, are us included, were a little bit worried about how anybody was going to get here. And then last night, the population of Pittsburgh is like 303,000 or something. So they're being 320-some thousand.
Who are those 17,000?
I don't know how everybody got here, but we are certainly pumped for the weather.
Yeah, but don't forget, there's one other great factor for this community. It is accessible to so many NFL markets. So we saw a lot of fans out there from other cities, which is also great for this community.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why Indianapolis would be a phenomenal host
for
that. Ty has a question for you, Commish.
Yeah, Commish, a couple years removed from the dynamic kickoff now. And, Coach Cowher was telling us last night how much he loves the new kickoff, loves everything about it, loves the way it looks. For anyone who still doesn't really like it, I assume all the data that's there, everything's good. And is that kind of like a, hey, if you don't like it, this is kind of what we're sticking with for the time being, or is that still being tweaked a little bit?
So we did tweak it this year. It was really just more on the formation side of it, but we think it's going to help because we're always looking to see, can we make it safer? The only two players that we didn't get the kind of safety we wanted were the returner and the tackler. And a lot of that was technique. We had some bad technique on some of those concussions on the kickoff. But also, we think the formation might help where we can get a blocker over there, and it might help shield that a little bit. But listen, we brought 1,100 returns back into the game, an exciting play. I think it's hard for people to adjust visually. You look at it and you go,
"There's no line of scrimmage."
Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah, and the president always says the ball's in the air, and nobody's moving. And I get it, but I think you visually get used to that after. I mean, it's a year, and I think people got used to it by the end of the season.
33-yard extra point was also weird. Now it's just natural.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and listen, I know you'll agree with me. I hope you will. Despite Coach ripping it, special teams belong as part of the game.
He's a special teams guy. He used to be a special
teams
teams
guy.
guy.
But he was just,
I agree.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
It is.
You were rapping him because that was one of your games. The special teams lost your one game.
It did cost you one game. And I'll tell you, and that's hitting yardage in the return game is a part of it right now. And so, hey, listen, I'm all for the return. I go back to the same
I know
thing.
you are. I know you are.
I mean,
but I think it brought all the special teams back in.
I think so. And if you would have went the other way, I mean, all the special teams would have immediately started getting cut. You put a spotlight back on it. It does look weird, for sure. I think we all agree with that. Yeah. But that's been a kickoff drill in practice for NFL teams for 100 years.
Absolutely.
Let's save the legs. Let's not run as far. So there's only going to get better and better, I think, as you guys continue to evolve. Thank you for that. We got to get out of here at a hard out in like a minute and a half. I know you have a busy day. I'd like to commend you for 10 minutes to 8 minutes, 2 hours, 53 minutes last night. Feels like you found your stride. I think all the networks, us, ourselves included, are going to have to figure out the new, right? Because when a draft pick happens, okay, we got a video feature, we got a conversation, we got an analyst, we got a story.
Yeah, you got a lot to get in.
So now, I think with how it's going to be, which I think we all like, by the way, 253, just have to adjust it a little bit. I think what you did was special. I think last night was sweet. The show was incredible. I think you felt the same, yeah?
Yes, the pace was much better. Listen, it didn't seem to hurt trading.
No.
We had a lot of trades, and that was, I think, a worry of some of the clubs. But at the end of the day, I think Coach McCarthy said it really well. He said, I got to make a decision on my play in 40 seconds.
100%.
Yes, he did.
And I could not agree, Roger. I think it was the best thing you could have done. I think all those places right now makes you have to make a decision, sit there and wait whether or not you want to wait to see if phone comes. If it's going to come.
Yeah.
A lot of the conversations are taking place, of course, in the day and the day before, because they know right now on that day you got to make a decision.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun, man. I thought you guys did a great job.
It was great. Well,
did I say your first draft was 6 hours? The first round was 6 hours. Is that what McCarthy put out, I think, in the tweet? 2007, it was
used to be.
B-Mac, was it 6 hours?
Yeah.
6 hours?
The first round, his first draft? It's right there in the tweet.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's what, those are Mike and Mike, or no,
Yeah, but I
Mad
think
Dog.
that might have been 15
Mike and the
minutes.
Mad Dog, yeah.
Was that 15 minutes?
Probably 15.
I think it was 15 minutes.
That's crazy. 6 hours for one round?
Yes.
I'll tell you what, if the first one we did 7 years ago, it felt like it was like a 10-hour show.
Yeah.
Last night flew by. It was a blur. Like we were at,
Yeah.
and it felt like 23 to 32 was just very quick.
That's where it really sped up, by the way.
And on that note, your suit looked, hey,
immaculate.
you looked like a president last night.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think you did it. I think you really did
Hey,
it.
how's your back anyway? Nobody gave you a big hug or anything?
There were a couple that got to me, but it was all right. It wasn't bad.
You look like you kind of trained for
There
this
were
one.
less big boys last night, I think.
And 10 of how many? There was three.
Nine.
Three
Nine,
guards.
yeah.
How'd you feel about Fernando not coming and wanting to be with his family? Felt like it was the right decision.
I understood what he was doing. I respect that. Listen.
But it is kind of the, hey, you're getting welcomed into, it's an interesting dynamic for you probably.
It is,
well.
but, you have to respect the considerations that he had with his family, and I totally get that. Totally get that.
I think the Vegas Raiders got a good one. I did appreciate seeing his whole family celebrate. There was a couple clips that people put out. It was like, well, he got a call, and then it was announced on TV.
Yes.
So it's two different moments. I think people are attacking him. But what the draft has become is special. I think people are honored to be here. There was a guy that didn't get drafted last night who's staying for tonight, right?
He's coming back.
Hey,
I talked to him
McDonald.
last night. Great kid.
Yeah.
Great kid. He's excited to come back. So.
The Make-A-Wish stuff, I think, was really good. I mean, everything. It was a great show last night. Yeah.
You made Dylan a star.
Yeah.
He couldn't
Dylan
be,
made
he couldn't
Dylan
be
a
happy.
star.
Yeah. The Taps family, the Giants.
When you were
Yeah, that
telling
was good.
when you were telling his story, Dylan,
Yeah.
and you said he's a two-time. I've never seen somebody flex that. two-time. Like that was good. He's from Ohio, as you could have
He's
guessed.
a great kid.
Yeah, he's
a great
awesome.
kid. I thought he was going to eat that microphone last night.
Wiz Khalifa, Brett Michaels tonight. I assume there's more surprises. I'll be making the Colts pick. A bunch of people are going to be making picks for their teams.
I'm going to give you a good name tonight. We're going to test you tonight.
Do you know what happened last time?
What did you have?
The guy changed his name entirely like 3 years into his career, and they run my clip. I look like the biggest asshole of all time. Bobby Okereke out of Stanford is how it was. 3 years into his career, I think, he changed it to Bobby Okereke, okay, which is proper pronunciation, I do believe. From that. So everybody, as soon as he announces that, he said, I just would like people to call me the right name. Immediately, I get sent out there. This is
Including
how
McAfee.
Yeah, exactly. This is how people have been disrespecting him, his entire culture. I'm like, well, I read a card. You do a great job.
By the way, that's out there still. There's when Brett Favre was announced, it was Brett Favre. As I recall, right? So, and I always remember that. You never want that to happen.
Oh, it's the biggest day of
Never.
people's lives. And I appreciate the fact that you seemingly still understand that for everybody. After everything
We work at it.
Yeah.
I got a lot of help back there. Let's just put it that way.
It's awesome. Incredible team. B-Mac looks fit, too. I mean, look at him.
Well, let's not go too far.
He's a power player. He said, hey, man, you want to go donate $100,000 to some local charity with a field goal kick thing inside? Sure it is.
Screw it.
Love to do it. Honored to be here. Thankful to be here. You guys have taken over the city. You made an incredible festival. Everything you do is big, and it's an honor to watch you work. How much longer are you doing this for? How much longer you signed a new deal?
You talked to that young lady over there.
How long?
My wife Jane is in charge of that one.
She's the best, by the way. Absolute beast. But how long? Is it former? I forget.
I don't even pay attention to that. I'm just focusing on the job, Pat. I'm
He's like a player.
I'm just
Sounds like a
doing
player.
my thing. I'm, as long as I can get to the line of scrimmage,
There
I'm
you
going.
go.
So
You're
Love
good.
that.
So
You keep dodging everything else, so you're still pretty light on your feet.
when we have our dinner, we won't be dodging.
Yeah.
Except when the check comes.
Yeah, no.
That's when he dodges.
We saw that.
I know.
You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, bud.
Thank you. You're the best. As we head to a hard out here on ESPN on this Feel Good Friday, round 2, round 3 of the NFL draft happening this evening here in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The next hour, Curtis Martin, what a legend. Sir. God, it's an honor to see you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, great to see you. The stars are out. The legends are out. The next generation of NFL draft picks continues to be announced here tonight. We're back on the other side. Wiz Khalifa will join us, as with many others. Goodbye.
You know what? I think there's only one thing left to do here. I've experienced cafecito time. I've experienced the wonderful culture. I've experienced the beautiful people, and I think we got some Canes over here. We got some Canes over here. We got some Canes over here. This day in Coral Gables is going to be one that I will remember for the rest of my life. Ray Lewis started his dance right here at Miami. Ed Reed started his legendary run here at Miami. The legends of football run deep. The moments are special. The national championships are in abundance. Just last year, a lovely University of Miami woman diver from Italy won a national championship. This thing's been staring at me all damn day.
You're out of your mind, brother. You're crazy.
Kirk, I'm a little winded.
That's what I was going to say. You talked the whole time you were running. I'm giving you a chance to catch your breath, you son of a bitch. You're crazy.
I hope somebody got a lifesaver over there.
Is there a lot of that?
Something. My man's out of breath.
It is a long way to the top.
Jump in and you're
somebody.
Are you going to jump in there?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so.
I'm tired for you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to take the jacket off. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's taking the shirt off now.
Okay. All right.
Looking ripped.
Yeah,
looking ripped.
fit.
Oh, he's taking the drawers off.
Ladies and
the
gentlemen.
pants. The pants.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Not the drawers.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you come to this beautiful campus, you will notice quickly that the students here love this university. They love this atmosphere. And I'm with everybody. I think the U is back. Give me.
He's got the Speedo. Oh, my God.
Give me the.
Canes, baby.
Here it goes.
Oh, God.
Here it goes. Feet together. Feet together.
I think that was the lead so for the pencil.
And he's got the U. Rushing it out.
Oh, my God.
McAfee with the refreshing plunge. Miami and Florida tonight. Let's have a look at that again. Check out the form, Herbie. Oh, man.
Let's see the toes.
We need just to
They look pretty good.
Legs together, right?
Perfect. Perfection.
Every player's dreams could come alive. Pittsburgh to the world, next gen the ball. All the names you hear could end up in the hall. So welcome to the league, says the comment show. Whole city can change when a pig becomes a fish. From war room whispers to the stage with the hats. Don't miss a moment, live reacts with facts. Coach Cower on the set, that chin will win. Tonight's the night, iconic tales begin. This the drive, spectacular, let's let it ride. Every player's dreams could come alive. Pittsburgh to the world, next gen the ball. All the names you hear could end up in the hall. So welcome to the league, says the comment show. Whole city can change when the pig becomes a fish. It's the draft, spectacular, let's let it ride. Every player's dreams could come alive. Pittsburgh to the world, next gen the ball. All the names you hear could end up in the hall. So welcome to the league, says the comment show. Whole city can change when the pig becomes a fish.
Pennsylvania tonight will be the home of the round 2 and round 3 of the 2026 NFL Draft. So many surprises in store, so many new dreams coming true as the Yinzers, who made a historic record last night, continue to file into this hot-ass gold lot outside of Acrisure Stadium as we continue to celebrate the next generation of the NFL. See some familiar faces down here. And I would like to say for some of them, you're starting too early, bud. You are starting way too early, coach. You're starting way too early down there. Talks and Tables here at Boss Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Boys, good to see you. Con Man, I see you with the Kennywood quarter zip. Feels like we've been here for a year.
Yeah.
It has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, Pittsburgh is just one of those cities it's very easy to fall in love with. Kennywood from the start was incredible, and then just experiencing all the people. I feel like there's been multiple times where we've just run into, whether it be someone at the hotel, someone at the restaurant, at the tap room, down there at the Omni, like the accent needs to be known more. I didn't know the Pittsburgh accent until I actually started working with you guys and knowing what Pittsburgh is all about. It is comedy. I mean, I will think about going to Crafton and going to Serafino's for so long. Just the interactions. I mean, at one point a guy came in, shook Bill Cowher's hand. Words were said that I didn't even understand, and then it just ended with a Like those interactions, you don't get it like everywhere. And Boston is a very similar place, so naturally I'm drawn to Pittsburgh. But even just going around and just salt of the earth people, man, it really has been an incredible start to finish.
That's Joe Cogwar. He's the owner of Serafino's. He's from Crafton. Obviously, Bill Cowher from Crafton, a part of Pittsburgh. It's about 4 miles up over that hill over there. He has a lane that was behind his house where he grew up called Cowher Way now. They wanted to give him a bridge. They wanted to give him another street. He said, I ain't do nothing on that bridge. I get stuff in the back of my house here. So we got a chance to really experience a Bill Cowher reunion with Pittsburgh. He's certainly been welcomed back here, as have we, Ty. It has been a fascinating thing. It really does feel like this city knows us, I think. It is a very fascinating thing. Being from here, okay, I used to roam this parking lot.
Yeah.
Many a time.
Having a great time. I mean, that science center that we did the event at, every kid in Pittsburgh took a field trip to as a child. We rented the whole place out and had it. It was like, this has been a fever dream. Kennywood. We had our own Kennywood picnic day.
That's the wildest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the wildest.
All of it's been the wild. Coach Cowher just hanging out with us.
Yep.
I mean, it has been a fever dream, and I think we all have felt it, right? It's not just me and Tone that have kind of experienced this alongside Nick.
No, absolutely. And I think, watching the football town, not being from here, like, it gives you kind of an idea how much pride. I mean, everyone has pride in where they're from, but like that kind of just took it to another level, and that was a nice little precursor for the week. And it's crazy to say, but it seems like, God is smiling down upon Pittsburgh this week with how nice the weather has been. Like, you said that before we came out here, it's like, hey, I know you guys are looking at the weather. It says 72 to 80 and sunny. Like, it's going to rain, okay? It's going to rain a bunch. So just kind of jot that down. That's going to happen. And it hasn't. This has been, of all the drafts we've done, and it was very special for me last year being in Green Bay and everything. But the way Pittsburgh showed out, the weather, how much fun last night was, like, they've hit it out of the park. This has been an incredible week.
I got emotional last night, Tone. There's a couple different times where I looked that way, and there's just a sea of Yinzers.
Yep.
Just a sea of Yinzers having a good time together. Yeah. Like, literally, I think that is something that we try to promote. We would like everybody to just have a good time. That's why we like sports. Sports are a place where people come together, all different backgrounds, and have a good time. Now, that good time can become terrible.
Sure.
Especially if you're like a Dolphins fan or something.
Relax.
Guy's addicted to Coca-Cola. That's what they're saying. But watching Yinzers come together watch our city get kind of showcased the way it has been, and then finding out, that Raj has actual Yinzer ties. Spent 5 years here before he went to the NFL. I think he worked for one of the steel mills. He wasn't in the steel mill, but he did that part. I mean, it's just like, this has been a special couple of days. I got emotional last night a little bit, Tom.
Yeah, I did too. When we first walked up here, when we first got here, and you just kind of look out, I got chills, I got goosebumps. Because before we did this, I would have been one of these Yinzers standing out here just hammered drunk, yelling things at you guys. That literally would have been what I was doing. So I was like, it was odd. It was cool, super cool to see. The city looks beautiful. Everyone's been awesome. Yeah, I normally, like, when we're in cities like this and we have any downtime, taking some time to myself in the room. Yesterday I actually got out by myself and walked around. Like, it just felt really cool to be home and like just to feel it again. It was awesome.
WrestleMania was like 5 days ago or something like that. So it's obviously been quite a blur. But AJ, Pittsburgh has kind of won you over, it feels like, huh? You feel like you're a Yinzer now?
Huh? No, I mean,
opposed to an Ohio bum?
I wouldn't want to disrespect the Yinzers by claiming to be a Yinzer, but I feel like I understand them a little bit more being here, spending some time. I've been, I've played in Pittsburgh. I've got plenty of friends from Pittsburgh. I have a lot of friends from the Youngstown area who they definitely identify a lot with a lot of the Pittsburgh things. They're Pens fans, Pirates fans. But no, I don't. It feels like a one big family here. That's what I think Pittsburgh is. A big family that communicates. Yeah, you may fight a little bit, may argue a little bit back and forth, but they fight hard, they love hard. I love that. I love everything about it.
We've had a good time, and to be honest, haven't been able to really go out, which was a little bit of a worry because restaurants were like, we're not actually packed to the gills. Then there were some places, some hotels were like, we're only at 70% occupancy or 80% occupancy or something.
Yeah.
Then you listen to Frank, he goes, $800?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
For what?
I'm not going downtown for $800. I was worried. I was very worried. PennDOT, and I said this in the first hour, we learned this, putting signs up on the highways. So the Parkway, okay, kind of just goes through town. Okay, it's the one that is the tunnel. The tunnels are connected by the parkway. Okay, that is the 2 lanes in, 2 lanes out on either side. To the south hills through Fort Pitt, to the east hills through Squirrel Hill. Okay, the parkway is the signs on the parkway facing both ways saying, don't
even think about it.
Stay out.
Just don't. You know what's about to happen. Signs are saying that on the road. Pull over, get out of your car, walk home. that was kind of code red was basically the statement. 320-some thousand.
There was a lot of yins just because you saw him after the pick was made last night. How many?
Gone.
Yeah, mass
So many.
exodus.
So tonight should be special. I love that the NFL draft has become such a big deal. I like that we are a part of it. How long we'll be a part of it, we'll see. Getting signed up for some stuff that I just found out about this morning. I don't necessarily always love that type of shit. Trying to balance right now.
Sure.
They've been good to me.
It is Pittsburgh.
They've been good to me. That would be a terrible 3 hours of my life.
At least.
But sounds like you've already said it's going to happen. Don't love that type of stuff. But it's a part of the festival. So, I am lucky and thankful that we're here and appreciative of the city kicking ass. You mentioned something there, which we certainly have to talk. The NFL draft, the ratings are going to be higher than anything else that's happening right now. There's going to be more interest, more discussion, because that's what the NFL is right now. We're in playoff season right now, okay? And tonight is actually a massive evening for all of it. Conman, I didn't get a chance to see it. None of us got a chance to really watch playoff anything last night as we were plugged in. Schrager was actually raw dogging this entire thing without his entire phone.
Raw dogging it.
Playoffs, though, very active right now, Conman.
Yeah, and you just mentioned the ratings. I believe the first games for the Penguins series against the Flyers, the Bruins series against the Sabres, and I want to say the Wild series against the Stars, all those games were up over 100% from the year before. I think the Pens got over 2 million people. But, yeah, to your point, that series isn't going great. There really isn't too many great NHL series right now. I think there's 3 of them that are 3-0. Pens, Flyers. Flyers are up 3-0, unfortunately. We just have to talk about it. The Carolina Hurricanes are up 3-0. Yeah, we have the graphic here. And then also, I think it's the Avalanche. Yep, up 3-0 on the Kings. The Bruins lost last night. That's just going to happen. Got a couple game 3s coming. The spacing of the games has been weird. Utah tonight. This will be the debut of the Utah Mammoth, in the playoffs, home opener. Salt Lake City kind of gets to show out a little bit. Lightning Canadiens, both of those games have gone to OT. That should be a great one. Oilers Ducks. Also, surprising, McDavid not just kind of running roughshod against everybody. That'll be a good series. And then basketball, kind of the same thing, except the other way. We thought it was going to be, a bunch of blowouts, 3-0, something like that for a bunch of teams. No. The Raptors got a victory last night against the Cavs. That one was huge. The New York Knicks are down 2-1 against the Atlanta Hawks. Soldier Boy came out just in the middle of some random timeout in the second quarter last night.
And what did he say? Soldier Boy up in this hole? Is that what he said?
Yeah, everybody
Watch me crank it, watch me roll.
Yeah, they were cranking it like Schrager was raw dogging it.
Super.
What year was that?
2005. Maybe
College.
6.
Yeah, it's college for sure.
I remember that just took me back.
Yes.
Say this. On a table.
But yeah, Knicks down 2-1 is
crazy.
Kind of the story.
The Nuggets are down 2-1 to the Wolves. Ant-Man showing up. Like the NBA first round, as much as we kind of dogged it, has been much better thus far. The spacing of the games, again, is weird. Lakers-Rockets, Game 3. Celtics-Sixers, Game 3. Spurs-Blazers, Game 3. Even though it started, over the weekend, you would think that'd be a little further
Wemby
along,
traveled. Is he playing? Do we know?
Wemby, the spread would say Wemby probably isn't playing because it's only 2.5, and he bopped his head off the ground harder than anybody in the history of basketball. But we'll see on Amazon tonight. Tonight is the playoffs, I think, first time since the play-in debacle.
All right, I don't know if we'll see it, but others should.
Yeah, definitely.
We will certainly keep up with it through the highlights and the scores. Second and third round of the NFL draft is going to outrate everything.
Yeah, no doubt.
This weekend, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounds.
Yep.
Those are going to do massive numbers. Because it could be anybody, AJ. When you think back to last night, Caleb Dahn's, obviously the Cowboys, we think is huge. Arvell Reese going at some point. Obviously a big deal. The Buckeyes kind of getting pushed. Sonny Styles to the Commanders. I think that is a gigantic play. When you think about all the decisions that were made, which franchise do you think actually changed last night? Vegas Raiders
Ooh, man.
A, obviously that's an easy answer because they drafted what we all think is the quarterback of the future. How many games does he wait behind Kirk Cousins before he gets to play? I guess that's kind of what we're all waiting on. Kirk Cousins knows this offense, didn't really know the Atlanta offense, so I think there is a little bit of a resurgence potential for Kirk Cousins out there. David Bailey, the Jets not having any leaks.
Yeah.
Sportsbooks were wrong.
That's crazy.
Sportsbooks have all the leaks, you would think, because they're obviously
Trying to.
the most at risk,
Yeah.
I guess, for having
definitely.
information. So they are aggregating every piece of information from every insider. They had no idea. That's very abnormal, I think, for the Jets organization as a whole. I think that's a good
like
sign
that.
for them as a whole. Go ahead, AJ.
I like the Jets with Kenyon Sadiq and Omar Cooper Jr. You talk about adding some offensive firepower. That's what they need. And what is everyone already saying? Hey, they're going to be terrible this year, but we're working for 2027.
Yes, pretty much.
That's legit.
Because they have 3 first-round picks next year, too.
Obviously, in the building, the head coach, the assistants, the GM, they're not saying that. The players still feel like they have a chance, but I feel like they absolutely got better last night. Now, once again, you can't really judge a draft until 2, 3, 4 years down the road, I guess.
Yeah, no. We judge right
You're
now.
right. We can judge anything we want. You're right.
Okay.
You know how guys had tattoos. When I was coming up, guys had tattoos. Only God can judge me, and I'd say that's true, but I can too. We're all judging you as well. Like a couple of my buddies had them misspelled as well, so that was another judgment. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to a clip here from last night, Tone. I can't wait to get your take on it. I would also, I don't know, you guys can't see anything, right? Can you see?
Can they hear?
Can you hear? You can hear?
Oh.
All right, I'm excited to get your guys' opinions on this situation from last night, which has the Yinzers in a stir. Omar Khan.
Let's go! Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, why Philly color? Yeah.
Oh, Philly just traded for you.
Hello?
This is Philly. They just traded for you. Philly's taking you right now.
Okay, so
I don't like that guy.
what?
That agent, he looks like a scumbag.
Yeah, so I think a lot of Yinzers think that Omar gets played here and the Eagles beat him again. I've gotten text message during this show saying, are you going to talk about Omar getting beat by the Philadelphia Eagles?
Who said that?
I don't want to give exact names
you
right now.
think?
They were at the event the other night, though, and I will say that this is a pretty negative reaction from Yinzers fans. And would you rather... I think Mekhi Lemon's going to be a good football player. Okay, I'm excited for him and Sirianni in that locker room and Jalen Hurts.
Sure. Yep.
To all figure it out.
Sure.
Okay, I'm certainly figured out for that. Offensive line, though, in Pittsburgh, they end up with, it feels like an interesting reaction here by the Yinzers that I didn't fully expect, but Omar's got heat right now.
So you know, we've talked about it all today. That you know Yinzer. So Mekhi Lemon is the bigger name. He's the Blitnikoff Award winner for years. For years, Steelers were known at being great at drafting wide receivers, and then over the last couple years is what we've struggled. We don't have any wide receivers, blah, blah, blah. So for years, the Steelers fans have been in the craze about getting wide receivers. So yes, Mekhi Lemon falling. Obviously, Steelers fans, they know him. They see him. He's a wide receiver. They want him. And then the Steelers take Max Iheanacho. After that, the video comes out, so they think that he's the second pick or the second choice for the Steelers, so they don't love that. And then also him not playing football until he was 2021, and being maybe like labeled as a project. And then they think the Steelers are a win now team, but you draft a project. They're just, all of that combined makes them really mad. But as you know, and I know, we know that the Steelers love Big Max, and I think they are very, very happy with that pick. I'm very, very happy with that pick. I watched his tape last night against David Bailey. I watched his tape last night against Malachi Lawrence. It's incredible. I'm very, very excited for this pick.
It also feels like there's been a little bit of a turn, like because of the last couple Super Bowls with how much you need O-line and D-line, that when these O-linemen get drafted, it's not anymore like, oh, great. Yeah. Unless your O-lineman is named after a donut brand and is addicted to pop, like for the most part, people, when they get offensive linemen now, people, when they get offensive linemen now, are juiced because it does immediately kind of result in those victories.
Most offensive linemen picked in first round, common draft era. 1968, boy, the big boys were good. 10 of them. We're running the ball 80 times a game. The offensive lineman, 9. I thought it was 10. I guess that guard didn't end up getting picked towards the end. That was potentially going to get taken. 7 offensive tackles, 2 guards. So 9 in total for the big guys. AJ, I think that's indicative of where we are in football right now.
I think it's a good thing, too. We always talk about football being cyclical and all this stuff, and it's going back to the old school days. Now, it's never going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's an old school Woody Hayes, Ohio State thing. But yeah, I think Con Man's right when you think about linemen getting drafted in the past. What do you hear like a groan from the crowd?
Oh, great.
Or they back in the day they cut at Radio City Music Hall to the section of that team's fans, and they're all like, okay, and they don't really know. Now I feel like fans they're informed and they understand, okay, this is an absolute must if we want to win.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys made some plays last night. Congrats to the Cowboys getting Caleb Downs. We're obviously a massive fan. Trade up and make that particular play. They also came up and said, hey, we're not trading George Pickens. He's going to be playing on a franchise tag. Malachi Lawrence ends up as a Dallas Cowboy. Caleb Dahn ends up as a Dallas Cowboy. A lot of moves made by them. George Pickens signed his franchise tag yesterday. That came after the Dallas Cowboys came out and said he's playing on a franchise tag, whether he likes it or not. Okay, that is kind of the messaging that came out there. We know that George Pickens, former Pittsburgh Steeler, is represented by David Mulugheta. David Mulugheta is the man who has the most amount of guaranteed money in contract negotiations with the NFL at every single position. Would he want his client or advise his client to be playing on a franchise tag, which is something that nobody really wants to do? We would assume business-wise, Mulugheta would say no to that. But does George Pickens want another year of guaranteed money for a chance to run up the bank account yet again after having his best season that he's had as a pro? I'm excited to see how it all plays out, but it feels like George Pickens is going to be getting traded from the Dallas Cowboys. But the Cowboys publicly this early coming out and saying, no, we're not trading. It's a crazy situation in Dallas. I really don't know what to do because I love the draft.
Yeah.
I love what they're doing.
Yeah.
This George Pickens situation screams Dallas Cowboys drama coming right around the corner.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it'll be interesting. Again, we don't know what their relationship is like behind closed doors, but it'll be interesting if Jerry's tenor changes towards David Mulugheta, because with the whole, Micah Parsons thing, he was kind of dismissive and just like, I don't talk to the agent. I don't really communicate with them. I had a deal in place with Michael. So, and obviously as an agent, you can't, I'm guessing, David Mulugheta is probably not holding a whole bunch of deep-seated grudges because you have to work with these guys. But yeah, I think that was kind of everyone's initial thought when we saw that George Pickens got franchise tagged was, okay, this guy's going to get traded, whether it's tonight or, the next couple days.
We potentially saw Mulugheta just hours after the George Pickens news was announced. And it took him a little bit longer to get into the event than some others.
Sure.
Which I don't think he was necessarily thrilled about. Neither was I.
Yeah, right.
Strictly because I don't think people knew exactly who. Casual, hoodie, jeans, walking in. You got some security people that are certainly working the weekend that aren't supposed to have some power. Mulugheta's just standing there. That guy's worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of hanging out. He walks into the event on Tuesday night. We all immediately go, Jerry's trying you a little bit. And he goes, whoa. I've done business with the Cowboys before. This will go, hey, I'm just working for my clients. Whatever George wants to do, we will do. Whatever, there's obviously a conversation. And this is him. 9 in the first round last night.
Yeah.
Okay, A1. Now, it's not just Mulugheta. Obviously, Athletes First has a massive company. Gumpy. They got a lot of people at Athletes First, don't they?
A lot of them.
We were invited potentially to one of their gatherings, their parties, and I thought it was going to be like a dinner of some sort.
Sure.
So I don't think I knew what we were signing up for. We'll stop there before having to go somewhere else. We walk in there, 1 million people. Okay. in an area packed, everybody having a good time. But I said, there's no way I'm going out. It did. It looked like what the draft looked like last night. That's what it looked like last night because of how many people they have, agents, players, you get it. But he had a massive night last night, as did Excel. Good for them. Used to be big in sports media, now moving into the player reps. CAA down there at 3. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ty Simpson obviously gets a 3rd in there. Win Sports Group with 3. Clutch. Rich Paul getting into the game with 2. Rosenhaus still throwing it. Vayner Sports has 2. Is that all elite? Athlete.
Athlete.
Oh.
AEW Sports.
AEA 1. GSE. Worldwide. Wide.
Prestige.
Wide. Investors. Potentially
you.
Good for GSE Worldwide.
Yeah.
Priority Sports. The Famille.
I like that.
That's Sean Stellato.
I like that. Young Money. APAA Sports. Still doing it.
Nicole, right? Nicole, who reps Jalen.
Yeah.
I believe is big young money.
Okay.
Agent. I do believe. She's done so much damage, obviously. Younger and associates, just a lawyer.
Yeah.
Just a couple lawyers. Yeah, you get drafted in there. And then on-time agency.
Always.
Not bad.
Because it's about their time on time. Congrats to all the agencies, obviously getting guys in there. And then the Big Ten wins.
Yeah, they did.
Again.
January 19th, Indiana wins the National Football Championship. UCLA wins the Women's Basketball Championship. Michigan wins the Men's Basketball Championship. 5 players picked in the first round WNBA draft. Okay, thank
No
you.
big deal.
And then 10 players selected in the first round of the NFL draft, most of any conference. Big Ten, the North's coming. And I don't think it's slowing down.
No.
And the fact that UCLA is part of the Big Ten, a lot of people are going to say, okay,
Sorry.
it is. Just the way it is, Ty.
That's exactly right.
Big
And
Ten has the most talent, most championship, most money.
Most money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels like that's what the case is.
Most
Ty.
grit.
Yeah, most grit. You can throw that in there. And listen, hey, it's not my fault that UCLA and USC are in the Big Ten. That was an option. Other conferences could have went out and got them. But I believe UCLA and USC, who are, kind of scions of the college football, college athletic industry, they said, you know what? We want to go where we're going to be tested. We want to go to what is the best conference. And it really wasn't even a conversation. I don't think Greg Sankey ever even got the chance to kind of get on the line. They went right to the Big Ten, and, that's kind of the way it should be, unfortunately.
I do wonder how Sankey feels about it all, because he's not just going
He's potting.
He's not going to sit back and just let this happen.
No, he's not. But
Yeah.
can he do anything?
Doesn't seem like
I don't know if he can do anything.
Sankey?
Can't do anything about it.
What could he do?
You're saying SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey can't do anything
What's he going to
about
fund these schools himself?
Might have to. He's got a big college baseball playoff coming up. Big softball World Series. Like, they
Yeah,
need
right.
to win those.
That's theirs.
Because not included on there also is Wisconsin won the women's national championship in hockey, and they went to the finals. Unfortunately, Denver won it for the men. So I'm just saying, if Sankey doesn't make a couple moves, we're talking about him basically being the commissioner of the Mountain West Conference. I mean,
Oh,
what
my
is this?
God. What are you guys saying?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm also saying, Conman mentioned baseball. I hope he's not putting all his eggs in that basket because UCLA is the number 1 baseball team in the country. And they're from the Big Ten.
And West Virginia, I believe, is climbing the board every single day. Not to mention
Our
the
bat's
rifle
got to
team.
get hot.
Yeah, they will.
Our
They
bat's
will.
got to get hot. They will.
Saw a
They
tough
will.
score the other night.
Yeah, it was 19-1 in the fourth.
I forgot about
baseball
that.
score?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
okay.
against Pitt. I didn't know Pitt had a baseball
Big
team.
rivalry.
They are, yeah. No, yeah, baseball
A
team.
lot of eat shit pit last night.
Yeah, a lot of
was.
Mountaineers out here.
Check
Yeah.
those bats.
It was great to see. Yeah, maybe they could have been. Gee, let's talk about rounds 2 and 3 that are happening this evening for the draft. Who's the best available in Adam Schefter's tweet? Well, he says Denzel Boston, who some people thought maybe going to be a first rounder.
Yep.
Zion Young's name was mentioned a certain amount of time. Jermod McCoy, okay, the man that's shown right there. Injuries potentially holding him back. Everybody thought he was a massive talent, definitely first round talent. Has a recovery rehab situation where he ran well in his workouts, but he didn't do drills well. So
Yep.
people are a little bit gun shy on wasting maybe a first rounder.
Yep.
But if he gets picked up and he gets healthy, he's definitely a first round talent that slips to a team. Tonight, there's some stars available.
Yeah, so his 2024 tape was the best of any corner. If he was healthy, he would have gone as the number 1 corner last night, but he's not healthy. He ran a 4.38 at his pro day, but they said that the position drills didn't look great. 11 of those 13 guys up there were somewhere in people's first round and mock. So whether they go tonight or last night, whatever, they're still really good players. There's going to be a run on corners that DJ talked about last night, like McCoy, Terrell, Hood, Stukes, Keontae Scott, D'Angelo Pons. Those are all really good corners. Denzel Boston, the wide receiver that we talked about, Caden McDonald, the tackle out of Ohio State, was potentially a first round pick.
the linebacker.
Yeah, Golday, the linebacker. Jake Rodriguez, the linebacker. And then C.J. Allen and Anthony Hill are also linebackers from Texas and Georgia who are really good. Those are the guys that are kind of marquee for this second round tonight.
Jacob Rodriguez, cannot wait to watch what he becomes.
Dog.
Maybe he's Colt.
He might be.
Could be.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be great.
a position of need for them for sure.
Who's pick number 57?
Hines?
What team is pick number 57? Do we know?
Is the Colts?
Is it?
I don't know. I thought you might be announcing it.
Colts
The
have 40.
Bears. It's the Bears.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
It's the Bears, which is the perfect pick for this because the way that Dahn speaks about hot dogs and what's allowed on it and what's not allowed on it.
Oh.
Say hello to Mr. 57. Heinz Ketchup is going to be supplying whoever is pick number 57 and
honor of Heinz 57 right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The greatest ketchup on earth. It is good on everything, including hot dogs.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. Okay, especially with the Bears hosting Mr. 57 here tonight. Go ahead and celebrate that. Going to get a lifetime partnership.
Wow.
With Heinz.
That's huge.
And a custom Heinz jacket.
Seriously?
Oh. AJ, you can re-enlist for the draft, pal, if this is getting the zipper burn going for you. I think we have Mr. Irrelevant, who's the last pick, who gets a parade, I do believe.
Oh.
Mr. 57 sounds like going forward, maybe has the best prize of them all, including the number one overall pick.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm a Heinz ketchup person. That is absolutely the ketchup I choose. But I do wonder how much a lifetime supply is. Like when they say, "Hey, you have a lifetime supply of beer," that's much different from me to you.
And also,
I mean,
nobody actually is able to finish a full Heinz bottle because there's always stuff around the bottle.
That's right.
You know, you could do the squirtsy ones. Heinz better than all the other shit ketchups, by the way. You know, with the squirt one that came in. That came into the game. Somehow Heinz not only created the bottle and said, "Hey, we got the best ketchup," they also eliminated the goop.
Yeah. Yep.
You gotta shake it. Make sure you shake it a little bit.
Yeah, whenever you're doing the shitty Red Gold or the other ketchup,
I
you
wouldn't even
definitely
try
have to
that.
shake it.
I'm not doing
but
that.
with Heinz, they say, "Let us take care of that for you. You don't have to shake." Perfect ketchup in there. Okay, so obviously that's good. I'm rolling through 2 to 3 bottles a month.
A month?
At my house.
Wait, what size bottle?
The classic, just normal
Okay.
human size.
Damn.
We're talking on everything, bud. Everything.
You put on eggs?
Definitely.
That's a lot of ketchup.
2-3 bottles.
2-3 bottles.
Mackenzie likes it as
Hopefully
well.
you don't get drafted 57.
Mackenzie likes it as well.
Heinz family.
I would love to be a drafted Mr. 57.
The jacket is sweet. I do like the jacket.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I wore a jacket like that to the Rose Bowl a few times.
What are you talking about? It's a lot of ketchup. What do you put ketchup on? Nothing. I
Everything.
like white rice and chicken.
No, I don't need ketchup for like French fries, but I like if hot dog, boom, ketchup all day.
French fries,
Cheeseburger,
you don't do ketchup.
I can, but I don't need it.
Have you ever had a
chicken nuggies? I want to dip in ketchup.
Okay.
You ever had cheeseburger?
Yes, cheeseburger, ketchup all day long.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett, legend, yes.
Heinz 57 and Frank.
I hope he got paid for that.
Who?
Jimmy Buffett.
He got
He
paid
did.
for it
He
all.
got ketchup. Heinz.
Lifetime
For
supply.
a sailboat.
So let's
Good.
make sure we're celebrating Mr. 57 tonight.
That'll be a huge one.
Okay, properly.
Yep.
Chicago having that is just.
Yeah.
It is
Beautiful.
a bit of a chef's kiss.
Except they're going to be the Indiana Bears probably. So
Pro Football Talk and many others are reporting that Illinois is considered giving the Bears a property tax break to keep them from leaving for Indiana. Then there's also some other news breaking that, they're giving them a tax break conversation. Now, this has been in the work for years. I would assume they were thinking about moving, then they weren't moving. Then obviously Soldier Field is where it is. What's that going to become? Indiana got into the game. They're like, hey, you want to build a stadium just for 25 minutes away from where you are? We will certainly be able to provide everything. You don't have to pay anything. We'll just tax you later whenever it comes in there. So Indiana was able to drive Illinois to potentially making a deal as we have a donut.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a dance circle or what's going on.
Kids making wacky faces at the camera.
might be a promo for tonight.
That's good. Good energy here on the left side of the circle.
Someone's got to do the worm through the circle.
17 in that old Washington jersey. He brought it.
He's
for
been doing
sure.
like Irish jigs for a while now.
After, I mean, that's going to be a good clip later. You know, they're going to showcase it.
Yeah.
My favorite is when they do that. Okay. This happens in television production on a regular basis. They get a good one, and their natural TV instincts are, we got to get another one. Don't ever do that. Those people just gave their all right there.
Yeah, they're not.
Right.
Hey, they do not ask them to do that again. Sometimes it'll happen in game day. They'll be trying to get like big, massive yell, and they'll be like, all right. And Ruhlman is forced to do this.
Yeah.
This guy who does not speak on a microphone, they put him up there, and it's his job somehow to drum up the crowd. Hey, let's yell.
Give me all you got.
Yell. For what? What do we yell? Just yell.
Just fucking yell. Do it.
Live. And then all of a sudden they'll stop, and then somebody be in there. We weren't recording that one. And it's like, can't do that. Because then this guy, who we love, he's going to walk in front of this crowd and go, all right, need it again. It's hard to get humans to do that. So I think they got good juice out of that one.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's going to be a good piece.
Are these people down here for the next 12 hours?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? Hey, how you doing? All right, good to see you guys.
I'm going to be carrying Coach out of here later.
Yeah, Coach Diggs started early. He's much thinner. I don't know if he's able to handle as much as he used
He's
to.
been working out 2 days, he told me.
2 days. Wow. These
Pittsburgh,
guys.
AJ.
I know you did that. Coach Coward looked at me last night. I was like, yeah, Pat, it's, Pat got, Pat started this situation.
We could have got Kyra one of them. They should have probably got that. Those are starting naturally. Hey, so you guys just stay here?
Hopefully, you got some suntan lotion down there.
That guy's got his fly down.
Which one?
Oh, you mean Kenny Wood's open?
They're going to be staying there all day. You guys, I think, should slide down to start the process. We have a Pittsburgh royalty about to join us this evening. We cannot wait for this show to continue, strictly because tonight, not only is it nothing but a good time, but it's also nothing but a good draft. All killer, no filler. Black and yellow, Super Bowl draft. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, icon, legend, man who's going to be performing tonight and shutting the entire draft down, worldwide superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wiz Khalifa. Holy shit. Legend. Dude, welcome home, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude, so much. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Great to see you, man. These people love you, obviously. Ladies and Wiz Khalifa.
What's up, Pittsburgh? Yeah.
Bunch of Taylors out there, Wiz. Obviously been there from the beginning. And coming back for draft night, they said 320,000 people were here last night. First of all, didn't know Yinzers could do that. They did. How do you feel about tonight, and how do you feel about being asked at the biggest event?
I feel crazy about it, man. It feels really good. We were flying in, and I looked down, and I was like, man, it looks like Coachella down there.
Yeah. Yinzarella happening out here.
Yinzchella.
You're performing with Brett Michaels, right?
Yeah, yep.
And we saw you and him at, I believe, Jay Glazer's house, amongst many other legendary superstars. Have you and Brett worked together? How do you think this is going to go, and how long are you guys playing for? Do you know?
It's going to work really well together. He's a professional, and his band is great. Their timing is amazing. And it's just an honor to be able to share the stage with such a legend. He's going to do a set. We'll have a shared set, so it'll be him, then me, and then he's going to come back out and close it.
He said it was the black and yellow, nothing but a good time, nothing but a good draft, all killer, no filler show.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I heard.
AJ has a question for you, Wiz.
Yeah, I guess when you are performing with someone like that, different era, different generations. Like, do you got to work together? Do you have to practice before? Do you do sound check together? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's sound check.
How do you make it seamless?
Our dressing rooms are real close together. So he gets to smell what I'm smoking.
There we go.
You know what I mean? So it's like we're on the same vibration.
Okay, so how many songs will you be playing tonight?
I got 4 songs.
Okay, can't wait to hear them. You're the
Yep.
best. All of them are bangers. You're
Yep.
making new songs right now, live on stream.
I
I
am.
love where you're at in this chapter of your career. Have you been enjoying this?
I
Very
have
transparent.
I have been. It's really, really fun. I've always been a community person, so to be able to be in touch with my community and the people who support me the most is super fun.
Yeah, and you're just going to be leaking bangers on there. We're a big fan. You and MGK got hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We got a whole album actually that we're dropping in May. I leaked a couple of the songs on my Twitch, but we're going on tour. The tickets are available. Hopefully you guys pull up and come see us.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we're going to be on tour, and then we're dropping an album as well.
Cannot wait to hear it all. Massive fans of both of you. And also MGK getting back into rapping.
Yep.
We're happy for him.
Yep.
He came on the show at the Hall of Fame, and I'm like, hey, MGK, I watch you World Star Hip Hop in a car freestyle, okay? I've been a fan of you as a rapper since then. You're
Yep.
a beast. You're a monster. Eminem killed you. Okay? Eminem's going to do that. We don't need you just quitting a genre, though. You were an incredible rapper. It feels like he's getting all the way back. The song you leaked, guaranteed one, guaranteed banger. Can't wait to watch you both. Tone has a question for you, Wiz.
Yeah, Wiz, Pat and I, obviously both from here. So we talked about earlier how cool it is to come back and like see the city on a shine. Is it cool? Is it different when you get to come back here and perform versus performing at other places?
Yeah, it's really different, man. When I'm gone, it's you can get it confused whether people are into it or not, or whether they still love it or the support is there or not. But when you come home, the support is so crazy and it's so refreshing, and it's so much fun to just see people who know all the different eras of my music and really have been there literally since day one.
Yes, I mean, Star Power is still my favorite.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Star year, dude. Star year. Hey, you should say yeah up there. You should.
Yeah, I'm with it, bro. I heard say yeah in cheerleaders last night.
Cheerleaders still doing it. Saw
Controversy
right across the bridge. I didn't know that place existed. We drove by 3 o'clock, cheeks out.
Oh, yeah.
I think say yeah was out there. A lot of Star Power.
Yep.
Ty has a question for you, Wiz.
Yeah, Wiz, last time I guess we saw you, we were here for Big Night Out at PPG, you and Snoop and Pat, and, it was incredible.
Yep.
A situation like that compared to being up here just kind of just like this wide, I mean, obviously you've played festivals before, but like this wide open park where, who knows, there could be, 400, 500,000 people here today. Like, how much does that change the way you're going to perform, or does it change it at all?
I really just think about everybody. I think about the people who would be at home enjoying this, who are able to just come out and walk out and hear it, just playing if they want to. So this is for the whole city of Pittsburgh.
Hey, you're an incredible performer.
Yep, thank you.
You sound exactly like Spotify.
Thank you. I try to.
Watched you in rehearsal.
Yeah.
At Big Night Out. It was fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 35 people in the arena or whatever.
Yeah.
You did your full set with Snoop. It sounded exactly like Spotify. You guys go backstage.
Yep.
I'm getting words from what's happening backstage. They're like, hey, you're missing quite a party backstage right now. I'm like, I assume, Ernest is back there, Jelly Roll is back there, Snoop's back there, Wiz is back there. I assume I'm missing some shit. So I was excited to see where we were.
Yep.
You came out there, sounded better than you sounded. You are a phenomenal performer.
Thank you.
How much work goes into that? Actually,
a lot. I tour a lot. I'm always, just trying to step my show up for my fans and just make sure that I'm in tip-top shape. I work out all the time, and just being able to travel and just go different places, it gives me a different perspective of all the different types of people who enjoy my music. So along with the music being embedded in me, I have a really great time up there on stage. I really enjoy myself.
yeah, and you don't do a lot of sing it.
Yeah.
You hit.
Oh, yeah. All the words. You're going to hear everything. You're going to hear everything.
Yeah, you don't mail it in at all.
Yeah.
I think we were all so impressed because I was just assuming, because especially in Pittsburgh, you could just say, and everything would get hit, and that'd be a sick moment. That'd be a great time for everybody. You hitting every single word, the rehearsal, and then through the show, after what I heard that happened in between there, so much respect. Because there's somebody that has to speak into a microphone. I fucking was mind blown watching it all happen. Connor has a question for you, Wiz.
So to that point, how long does it take you to kind of come down after a tour? Like, I know I think you finished in Australia last week, and then you got North America starting next month. Like, that in between time, do you need a couple weeks just to kind of get back to like baseline? Like, what is it kind of like?
I'm usually just chilling with my kids. I have a 2-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. So my son is into sports, making sure that he's, staying committed and in school. And my daughter, just playing with her, making sure we have a good time. I'm into plants. So I'm, messing with watering, replanting, and potting.
You're a botanist?
Yeah, exactly.
Outdoors or indoors?
Indoor. Yeah, I got a green thumb now. So
now?
Well, it's been green for years, but I'm putting it to use. And just working out, doing yoga and stuff like that. I have like a pretty normal, regular schedule when I'm at the house. I just keep it super chill, super light, because when I'm on the road, it is very demanding. And I don't have all of my stuff in my space that makes me comfortable. So when I'm at home, I really enjoy that stuff and pour all the way into my family, my hobbies, and myself.
I appreciate you always telling me you believe in me, too, in your captions.
Yeah, I got you, bro, and I love you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Every time I read the caption, I think about it, and then I see you just shredded.
Yeah. You looking good, too, bro.
Thank you. I'm on a lot of signs, so I see what you're doing. I'm not doing nearly enough. But you used to be just a little skinny guy. Became an absolute dog. And I think you actually do it so you can only get better at your profession. The amount of commitment you've had to who you are, what you are, let alone before you made it. Here in Pittsburgh, doing shows around the fucking city and hustling everywhere. And what's his name? Dan?
Dan Folger?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Yep.
Same studio, right? You and Mac in there.
Yeah, Edan. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, Edan. Yep. Me and Mac, we started out at ID Labs, and now it's crazy because Edan's son is producing for us. The kid who ID Labs was named after, Isaac Dan, is making beats and producing for us now. So it's all coming full circle, and we still keeping it in the family.
Yeah, but think about how long that is in a profession that's trying to kick you out of it all the time.
Yeah.
Staying power, brother, from a guy from Pittsburgh. We're grateful to watch you do that.
Thank you. I'm grateful to do it.
Going to continue to go until the wheels fall off, or what's happening?
Absolutely, man. When the wheels fall off, we just gonna fly it or sail it or do whatever.
Love music. Love music.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Love writing. Love the process. What is it?
I love how music makes you feel. There's only a couple chords and a couple notes, but the language is endless, and the more that we explore it and create, the better it becomes for the people after us.
When you started streaming your process, were there people telling you shouldn't do that?
No, there wasn't anybody who told me that. I started out, sharing a whole lot just with me behind the scenes, and my personality to my fans is what really brings them on board, as well as my talent and my hustle. So you get to see all three of those things through my stream. So
yeah,
it's a
your
win-win.
vlogs are outrageous. What is that? What something today? What's the name of your shit?
Day to day.
There it is. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. See, we have followed along, watching you
Yeah.
crush everything.
Yep.
So proud of you, man. You're gonna feel the love tonight, I think, in a big way.
I can't wait.
You and Brett fucking Michaels.
Let's go. Come on.
It's just gonna be legendary.
It is. Thank you for stopping by. We can't wait to watch you tonight. Good luck with everything. Are tickets on sale for the tour already?
Yep, tickets on sale for the tour. New album every month. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, and TikTok, all that shit.
New album every month.
Yep, every month. Every month.
Oh, okay. All right. So at the end of the month, first of the month, when should we be expecting you?
Usually in the middle or the end of each month, because I drop at the end of the month, then you wait till the end of the next month, and then I drop at the end of the next
Okay,
month.
so we have like spring's vibe album coming out.
Yeah.
Then like a summer vibe.
Yep.
Like what is the
every vibe for every month. If you miss one, it's cool because you can get the next one, and you can always go back and get the last one.
You got to be the first person doing this.
Maybe. If not, then call me the first.
The first ever every month album dropper. Follow him on Twitch. Obviously, follow him on tour with MGK this summer. You're the man. Congrats on everything. We can't wait to watch
guys,
tonight.
man. Can't wait to see you guys too. Jens Chella. All right,
Thank you so
bro.
much.
Thank
Ladies
you,
and
guys.
gentlemen, Wiz Khalifa.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Wiz.
I'm excited for. Yeah, Will, what up, dude? Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. My dude. Yeah, gifts from the crew. Phonics. Gifts from the crew. Gifts from the crew. Whole squad. See you, boys. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Yep. See ya. Will, bro. Just some local herbs. That was very nice of him. Very kind of him. They are a crew that I've realized, which I appreciate. So there was a couple punters and kickers that if you played against them, away game, they would put together like beers for you for your trip back.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you might be muted or AJ's mic is off right now. But they would put together like a package for you. Like, hey, here's a couple beers. Maybe if they find out that you like
Sure.
Something else.
whiskey, they'll put something in there. Yeah, they'll do that for you. Shane Leckler, Sebastian Janikowski were the first group that I experienced that did that. And I thought it was so cool. I'm like, oh my God.
Genius.
This is so cool that you did this. Thank you guys so much. And then I learned that, Peyton, I think, was doing that for other teams' quarterbacks whenever they would come to our stadium without me even knowing, like that's kind of happening behind the scenes. It's a cool thing. Wiz's group, anytime we are around them, they bring a full care package.
Bearing gifts.
And they are a great bunch. And Will, who has been with Wiz since
Forever.
I believe he was at Penn State. He's from Plum. So like he literally grew up the hill from me, and one hill over from Tone is where Will, who's been with Wiz. So we've been able to literally watch and experience and learn from his entire grind and rise. And he's always remained true to himself. He's never sold out.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wiz has always done his own shit. He's a legend. And that tour with MGK this summer is going to be
Did you see the
outrageous.
See what he just released?
What's that?
The song with Fred Durst.
With Mr. Durst.
It's sick.
Yeah, it's sick. MGK is a dog, dude. And Eminem killed him.
He did.
That happened.
That's gonna happen.
Have to address it.
They literally made a movie about him killing people.
Yeah.
Like, that is why he is what he is.
Big movie.
But MGK is so smart, so talented. He's like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And he just,
Right.
I'm gonna go do punk rock, and becomes the
Huge.
guy. And then he says, I'm gonna go do this, and he's gonna do this. Like, I am a huge fan of Mr. Gun Kelly. And literally just, hey, need you back in the rap, okay? I gotta work out still, bro.
Yeah.
I need some
Foxy's favorite
white
artist.
trash kid, okay, who made, I need you to get in there and say some. That's just like Jeezy. I need Jeezy to be dropping shit every month. Wiz dropping something every month.
That's crazy.
I am very grateful for that. We're going to be in the middle of a summer. Wiz is going to be experiencing the same thing. He's going to hop into the booth, make the beat, and all of a sudden we're going to hear how we're supposed to feel right. Yeah, you're right, Wiz. This is how I feel. And if he was in cheerleaders last night, he's also made songs to let you know how you're supposed to feel.
Yes.
And there. I appreciate that.
That is, if you're looking for a place, that is the best one to go to.
There were some people giving some bad suggestions to out-of-towners.
Don't go to the other ones.
What?
I saw some Yinzernet, where they were telling people like, hey, if you're in town, go across this bridge, take a left. You'll find yourself in the perfect part of town. Get out of your cars there. All that stuff. Yinzers were trying to do that. But it has been nice to see the whole city come together.
Really cool.
Don't get a lot of moments like that, AJ. Actually,
when would you ever get a moment where you got 320,000 people
never
in one spot?
Hey, Penguins
all
parade.
celebrating too together.
What's that?
So maybe a Penguins parade, a Pirates parade, but
maybe
where we are years removed from that.
Why did you not say Steelers?
Yeah, why did you not say so?
Yeah,
Steelers were involved in that too. I mean,
But
of
you
course.
didn't. You said the Pirates before you said the Steelers.
Well, I mean, I didn't say
Salty
either
ball.
of those just because right now they're not playing. They're focused on who they're going to draft. They're going to try and win the Super Bowl today with their second and
Well
third
said.
round picks. But right now, the Penguins are still in it. They might win 4 straight.
I'm going to be honest. I don't like how nice everybody is to us.
Who? Like
The Steelers? They just let us walk around their building. Like,
a good group.
11
That was
deep.
cool. Yeah, it was like a middle school.
AJ got to go see old Green Bay Packers friends because obviously Mike
Yeah,
McCarthy
it was
brought
awesome.
in. And then listening to Cower describe the new coaching staff and how he feels about them,
Feel real
that was a
good
cool
about
moment. That was
Everything.
like yesterday was a historic moment, I think.
It was amazing. Yeah, everything with Bill Cowher is like one of those things where you're going to look back in a couple of years and like, did that really happen? Like,
Yeah.
was Bill Cowher that awesome? Like, just giving him a hug down here at the bottom of the stairs before he left to go home. I'm like, man, I'm sad you're leaving, bud. Like, honestly, we had such a great time with you. And the ultimate storyteller. Like,
Yeah, he
just held court right here.
He designed the building that they're currently in. Now, it hasn't changed much since then. He said, this is a partition right here because I wanted the partition because defense be on one side, offense on the other side, teams in the entire thing. But if the defense playing good, offense isn't playing good, they need to be able to hear me saying to the offense, hey, you're letting the defense down over there. You need to pick it up because these guys, he said he would even hit it a couple times.
Bang on the wall.
These guys are busting their ass. You guys are letting the entire city down. You're letting me down. You're letting those guys over there down. And then he would walk off. And then a couple weeks later, he'd go over to the defense side and say, hey, defense, your ass. The offense over there, they're doing everything great right now. He said because whenever you tell a team what you said to the other side, they always have to kind of half-truth. For them to actually hear him dress down the other side of the ball while they're complimenting them, he said he thought it was an easy way to kind of build a relationship with people. And him talking about that, and then the window that he put into the office, and why he put it in there, it's like, it was unbelievable getting to hang out with Bill Cowher. It was unbelievable to be back here in Pittsburgh and celebrate the city in which we are from. It's been fantastic watching the Yinzers shine, watch the city shine, and tonight it will only continue to do so, and this weekend. The fact that it hasn't rained and the weather's been perfect is the football gods telling all of us that this is what we need to be doing with our lives. Have the greatest weekend of all time. We're back for an Overreaction Monday with a lot of things happening. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. Pens in 7.
Pens in 7.
And the entire NFL draft. Boys in the truck, great work. ESPN folks, thank you for setting this up. Boys on the stage, you're great. And to the Yinzers, goodbye. See you Monday. I think we got it all in.
Oh,
He crushed it.
Nailed it.
They made him do it again.
Yeah.
Hey, they really?
Yeah, we just saw him down there. Guy with a terrible towel.
You can't do it. That should be.
Can't manufacture that juice again.
Hey, Syracuse. Hey, Northwestern.
Yep.
Okay, whoever does all the fucking TV.
Yeah, I think that
Wait, you mean the schools that produce the people that? Yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
in
okay.
television, yeah, these people that have basically said, this is what
got
it
you.
is. Okay, can we get a little feel in there somewhere? Can we get a feel chapter? Maybe just one test on it. Just say, hey, we're dealing with humans. maybe we should think about the humans that we are potentially going to be.
You can do that first semester of freshman year. Feel 101.
Should be.
Self-awareness.
There you go.
They should just call it Awareness 101.
Yeah.
Whenever has that worked?
It hasn't.
The second time.
Yeah, it hasn't ever.
In the history. I've been in one. I've been asked. I think the reason why we think like this is because we've actually been the fans.
Done had to do this.
And we've actually been in the entire thing. And all of us at the time are thinking, oh, we nailed that. And then you go, hey, you need it one more time. It's like, I'm not an actor. So
What do you want me to do?
And now I need to act like what it's going to look good. They better use the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will.
Did you see the second one?
Yeah. It was a Colts fan actually in the middle.
Here's the second one.
40% juice in the second one.
The guy's walking around selling booze.
Now look.
Oh yeah. Let it die down completely. Yeah.
And now let's do it again. Hey, let's make some noise.
Oh, that was actually better.
That might have been better.
That's different. That was better.
That's different.
Maybe we're wrong.
It's a little different. You're
I felt
elevated.
so uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
I did. You want to do a third?
Yeah, try the third time.
All right, let's make some noise.
Kind of keeps.
They know I hate it.
Yeah.
That's why they're
Fourth
doing
one's gonna be even louder.
These people.
Don't.
You know, that's the thing. You kind of get them comfortable. They think they're done. And then all of a sudden you say, listen up, booze bags. The one that got here at noon on a Friday at 100 degrees just so you can get some cocktails in early.
What?
Find your spot for the draft.
What?
There's no way he's going to ask us to yell again. That's what they're thinking right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're thinking team on me, team on three coming soon.
Yeah.
But instead I'm going to do it. Hey, we make some noise out here.
That's pretty.
These guys are in it.
They're bringing it.
Thank you. Kind of debunked everything I thought right there. Maybe they should fucking circle him up out there. Give him a little bit more practice. Hey, we got to get out of here. I don't know how this has sounded with the way we've been going through they've been testing the obvious.
Sure.
Playing the music.
Yeah.
Whoever's on the aux.
Yeah.
Great vibes.
Kind of fantastic.
Absolutely. All last night, the whole second half of the draft was great music the whole time as well.
Yeah, the
First
song
round.
selection. You have to multi-generational.
Yes.
They have to pick one.
You
That's
gotta
like,
have a feel. That's like an awareness thing too. You gotta have a feel for the crowd.
yeah, and you got to experience what the crowd's going to be experiencing before you put the
And
next
if you
song.
play
in.
a dud, you gotta know. Okay, I gotta shift gears.
Sweet
here.
Caroline
Like,
went a little long.
Audible. Well, that's because Pitt, that's their entire thing. So it was a nice little audible to that. But I think it was a very, very solid show.
They should have played
Yes.
country.
I thought it was
Roads
DJ
last
Griff.
Incredible.
I assumed it was Griff.
DJ Griff crushed it at the Science
Yeah,
Center.
he did.
He really
Always
did.
does.
Actually, I was walking the thing, going up to the planetarium a couple times, and I could hear he was killing it.
I did appreciate there was a few in there that were invited that had the eyeglass, sunglass, camera things.
Sure.
Oh, there was a meta
Yeah.
last night or at the
No,
film?
at the event, yeah. They got good. They captured good footage. I
didn't see
was
it.
actually kind of appreciative of the videos that were put out there.
Okay.
But we all see it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's become a.
in your face almost
Augusta
at this
needs to
point.
ban him. They said
Yeah, I don't think you're getting in there with Augusta with it.
they did this year.
Somebody got in there with him?
Oh yeah, they said people were showing footage from it. So that was like the next step where young people said, "Hey, Augusta, the old stooges working the door taking phones are gonna have to look at their eyewear now."
I'm going to be honest when I say this. Like, we all see it's almost like they're going to have to make a new one.
Yes, it's very evident.
Yeah, they're going to have to make a new one.
Yeah,
It
smaller.
came quick and left.
Yeah.
Good idea, though.
Great idea.
Great idea.
Great idea. Make it how easy it is, how high quality it is.
Yeah.
A little POV stitch.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. And they got me. The one guy got a side shot of me in the video, David Allen.
Yeah.
And I looked like I was in great shape.
So
There you go.
that's
DA
a
football.
victory.
Hey, send that video to me.
Please don't walk into Coach Saban's face with those things pointing. Okay, he's here to have a good time. It's also past his bedtime.
Yes, it is.
He was up late. Did you see him yesterday? Unbelievable. He gave a Caleb Downs story about Caleb Downs' mom's white chili that he had when he was in recruiting. He said, the best white chili I've ever had. Said, I wanted to go back for recruiting. I think he went through the entire thing. I bet you he is phenomenal during the draft
my
coverage.
God.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I mean,
We need to figure out how to, especially if it's all going to be quick.
Yeah. That certainly that changes how
Everything.
we kind of rolled with the punches pretty good last night, but you could see how
We didn't get to the bunker as much.
No, right.
It was different.
They didn't get to the bunker as much. Wasn't able to get as much of it. Like there was not as much as projection. Not as the trades weren't being announced. They were just internet breaks, and then the thing was happening.
Yeah,
But it
true.
was like it was very expedited. It felt like everything was kind of expedited last night. We are going to have to adjust.
Yeah, definitely.
We personally are going to have to adjust.
Because at lunch, we were talking to Coach Cower, and you were saying, like, hey, back half of the draft, it's going to get super slow. Like, that's when we're going to be coming to you, and we need stories. Just kind of like that is when we need you to kind of unload the clip. And we never really got to that point because, like you said with, Commish, like, 23 to 32 flew.
We're supposed to FaceTime numerous people.
Yeah.
But then we did the Dan Morgan FaceTime, and it was like, it feels like this isn't the right time to be FaceTiming Dan Morgan because how many things are happening. So
Exactly.
it was like, it really, for us, I couldn't even imagine
We
what
didn't
the
miss any picks.
exactly. TV people
We
were
didn't miss any. We talked about every pick, which people enjoy, actually enjoy. Like the people watch these draft things because they want to hear you talk about their pick. So if you don't, if you miss their pick, they get very, very upset.
Yeah, we try to show as much respect to everybody in there because
Correct.
obviously it's the biggest day of their lives. We're happy for them. The NFL needs these guys to be successful. A lot of them are going to be ass. Okay, that needs to be remembered.
Yep.
A lot of these guys are going to be ass. A lot of these, there's a chance. You know what? Actually, every one of them drafted last night going to be Hall of Fame. They're going to Hall of Fame. I need to be a little bit more optimistic. There's 320,000 people in Pittsburgh to watch these guys go into the NFL. They're all going to be Hall of Famers in there. But we do have to kind of remember, because of how big it's getting, and because of how excited everybody gets, I think the expectations do get higher on all the draft picks. And it's like, we got to remember that the guys that are on some of these teams are like 10 years ago, these guys, but 10 times better.
Yep. Yeah, right.
This is every age group's all-star team still doing it.
Yep.
NFL's tough to crack.
Fair.
It is a tough roster, tough league to crack. But maybe last night, 32 Hall of Famers were drafted.
Well, and that's why some guys get drafted in the fourth round and turn out to be the best player at their position in the entire draft class. Like for the New England Patriots, at least last year, we drafted Will Campbell fourth overall in the entire draft. And then our best O-lineman was drafted in the fourth round from Georgia. Like that's kind of what makes the draft so much fun. Like you have no idea which pick it's going to be. The first round gets all of the, hey, this guy better be a stud immediately. But realistically, like the rounds 2 to 5, there's going to be a guy in there that is going to take over the NFL next year. Like, we're talking about the Iowa tight ends. Like none of or I won't say none because some of them, but most of the Iowa tight ends you're thinking of right now when you think Iowa tight ends weren't picked in the first round. They were third, fourth round picks, like that's kind of where your money's made. And that's why the first round, if you get drafted there, aside from that great contract, the expectations that come do kind of set you up for failure.
Ty Simpson.
There you go.
and with him, we're not even going to know. We're not going to know for, unless Matt Stafford breaks his back.
If we don't know for 4 years, then we know it was a bad pick.
Yeah, true.
But,
exactly.
Right?
That's kind of the.
But then you think Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had 6 years. And now all of a sudden you're thinking, well, Sam Darnold's a great pick. The Jets just screwed it up.
Well, and then you think Jordan Love. And it's like, how long did he sit for? 3 years?
3 years.
It's worked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Had a good transition process into the next quarterback.
Got paid.
Had a little drama there.
Yeah.
I'd say.
A little bit.
I'd say a little bit of drama
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Didn't get back to the NFC Championship, right? Did you?
No.
Kind of just went down in success for team-wise.
Yeah, but if you look at – I agree. And that is, again, like that will be something Packers fans, regardless of what happens with Jordan Love over the next 10 years, like that'll always be one that kind of is a crawl on your side. It's like, man, they were so close, and they really could have. But
Stop the run.
Yeah.
If they would have got anybody that could have stopped the run, they might win the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
They gave up, 180 yards before contact in the NFC Championship?
49ers, yep.
And then they trade into the first round to get a quarterback.
Uh-huh. And it's just like –
and your quarterback that you had won the MVP that year.
Yeah, and then won it again.
The next – I mean, that's why it's crazy. And it's like Matthew Stafford just won the MVP.
Yes, same thing.
It's like, dude,
It's the same thing.
But 13.
But 13 but Green Bay traded in.
But
So-
think about the players that like Kenyon Sadiq was the number 1 tight end. He was there. Like even some of the like Mekhi Lemon, if he goes out,
he was mocked in every single one to them.
in all of them. So like now there are specific players. Like the Packers were at 26. So it's like, okay, yes, they traded into it, but even the players in the back half of the first round, those are almost second round picks. Like the conversation this year was, hey, there's 15, 16 first rounders, and 13 is right there. Can you imagine if Kenyon Sadiq goes out and has, I don't know, 10 touchdowns for the Jets, and then all these Rams fans are going to be thinking well, at least we got a backup quarterback, possibly third-string quarterback, instead of the number one tight end in the entire draft.
Sean McVay had his reaction that he had. Sean McVay is a great coach, so obviously, especially to the quarterback position, we assume him and Ty will get along well. He immediately puts the fire out quickly and says he'll be competing with Stetson, because Sean McVay has to back Stetson as well, who he's a coach for. Yeah. And then it comes out, Ty never spoke to Sean McVay. That's your head coach and offense coordinator's quarterback position.
Weird.
And then, Albert Breer's fun fact. Rams general manager Les Snead and UT Martin coach Jason Simpson have a very strong relationship, to the point where Snead helped advise the family when Jason's son, Ty, was making a decision on whether or not to declare for the draft. Now, Ty Simpson, number 13 overall pick to the Rams. Les Snead says, you put him in the draft.
No wonder why. No wonder why he was so confident
you,
he knew he could come in the first round. He could show up in Pittsburgh. He knew he was going.
My dad's best friend's going to fucking pick me. Who cares?
Who's the coach of that team? I don't know. I never met him. Never talked to him.
Does that matter? Wait.
What did he say on the phone? He said on the phone call with Sean McVay. Sean was very nice on the phone call.
Yeah, he was.
By the way, once again, because he's a player.
Ty was great on the call,
He's
too.
a coach. Ty said something about, can't wait to make some magic or do something.
Set history, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. And Sean, I know Sean immediately, what Sean wanted to say was, okay.
Yeah.
But instead, Sean said, all right, I can't wait. Can we play this? Here, do we have audio on this?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's Les Snead, Los Angeles Rams.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. We're sitting here at the 13th pick, so we're going to draft you with that pick. So I'm going to pass you to your new head coach, Sean McVay.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Pat, what's up, Coach?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. Well, congratulations, man. Excited to get to work with you. It's going to be a lot of fun, buddy.
Let's go make history, Coach.
Yeah. No, and hey, enjoy this night, man.
Okay.
Have fun. Tell your family we're excited to meet them, and can't wait to get going with you, buddy.
Yes, sir, Coach. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so everybody has the still shot of the way he looked and the way he said Stetson Bennett and everything. I heard that phone call, and as soon as I heard that, that was awesome, because I know Sean McVay is going to want to coach the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
Sean McVay is going to want him to be great. Sean McVay, coach, who's also going to be judged on the amount of Super Bowls that he wins, thinks to himself, man, it'd be great right now to go win a Super Bowl, but I guess we wait until Matthew's done, even though he just won an MVP and he's in the immortal chamber and he's feeling better than he's ever felt. Coach is in an interesting spot there, AJ.
Very interesting spot. What best case scenario? Matthew Stafford plays 2 more years, they get 1 more ring, and then Ty Simpson comes in and takes the helm. And
that'd be best case.
That's
two
ideal.
Super Bowls, maybe.
I mean, 2 would be, if in a perfect world. But I don't know. As a head coach, it is a tough spot because Stafford's his guy. I mean, they're doing this Cabo trip with Stafford and all of them, and
John Simpson
Jake Glazer's doing cannonballs into the hot tub. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now,
I think Drew Brees did the cannonball.
He did. Right. Yeah. Oh, you're right. He did do that.
Andrew Whitworth was in a hot
gainer.
tub.
He may have done a gainer into the pool, I guess.
Brees is not a gainer guy.
No, Whitworth did a shooting star because he's a professional wrestler, not a gainer. He's not a diver.
Gainer's not a dive. Gainer, you jump forward, flip backwards.
That's a shooting star press. Andrew Whitworth is
It
the
depends.
Whit Show.
Into a pool, not into a squared circle.
That's right.
Diving would go into water. Andrew Whitworth could do it, though. He's what we're both saying.
Yes. Have you seen him squat?
Yeah.
He squats 9,000 pounds. Yeah. We know.
Maybe Whit. What is Whit? Let's call Whit.
We should see what he
thinks. I would like to know what Whit thinks.
We could get a feel.
He's kind of a Bengal now, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's
still kind of reclaimed
Cincy.
Cincy.
Oh, he has a lot of ties to it. He loves McVay. He could tell us if McVay is being real or not.
Hey, Cincinnati hates Andrew Whitworth because he won a Super Bowl somewhere else after you guys kicked him out of town.
I never kicked him out of town. I got to play with Whit 1 year in Cincinnati, and it is a shame how it ended there. It really is. But I think Yeah, you know.
That's why they're so
Witt was
mad,
trying
though.
to get paid. He was trying to get paid to win a
Witt
Super Bowl.
goes Cincy to Rams, and then Rams beat Cincy.
In the Super Bowl.
If
It's kind of
Cincy
weird. It's
wasn't
kind of like a
in-
movie script.
Yeah, if Cincy wasn't in the Super Bowl versus them, I don't know if there's as much
You
animosity.
can't be mad at Witt, though.
So then I think Witt won the Walter Payton Man of the Year as well.
Oh, yeah. I believe so.
Oh, so Cincinnati said, yeah, we don't want to pay the best guy in the entire NFL. And then all of a sudden we're going to get mad at him whenever he goes to a team that does, and then he wins.
That's Ohio.
We hate good guys who serve our community.
Wake up,
Cincinnati.
Illegal?
So you can't be doing that over there. Centerville people saying bad things about
Oh
Witt.
no, I don't think fans are mad at him. I think it was Witt in the front office had a situation going on. I think fans were all right.
Yeah, so what do you think he put that entire tweet out? Because the Brown family tweeted him and said he wasn't a Bengal?
You know what? We should call Witt. I don't really know how he feels about any of this. Now that we're really diving into it.
He didn't answer the first couple.
But Witt was like, when I forget we called Witt the governor, the mayor, whatever it was, Witt ran the show there. Like he was like the assistant head coach pretty much.
I think he was like that in L.A. too, which I think is why he is.
That's just kind of how he is. He's the man.
Holding court in the restaurant there in
Oh,
Cincinnati.
yeah. Great new restaurant.
Jeff
when I
Rubin?
got there, yeah.
1,000 times spinner.
Team restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
In
Sitting with
facility.
Neil Armstrong.
What year did Neil Armstrong die? That had been early in Witt's career.
He's still alive.
All right.
He's from Wapakoneta, Ohio.
He didn't answer. Show stinks. Get out of here. It's unbelievable. He's the only guy that should be giving us an opinion.
That's right.
I mean, we thought of it, I guess, 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Fitzy?
So it's when you stand up.
Fitzy would know.
It gets echoey.
Yeah, because it's going up. So it's got to go down this way, probably.
Figured it out.
Figure it out, Raj. I said that to him a few times.
Him and Cowher relationship, huh?
Hilarious.
Just now that we know Bill Cowher pretty good.
And we know where he lives, and they both probably.
Oh, yeah, because he's in the area.
Yeah.
They got dinner very regularly.
And that was hilarious. The only thing you're ducking is the check, and Cowher was like, I got pointed at him like, you got me.
Yeah, it feels like you and your league have done pretty good.
Yeah.
Cowher's got ideas.
Yeah, he does.
About the
And he lets them know.
And he's passionate about them.
And I don't think he's ever not been passionate about something that he said.
Agreed.
No.
Every single conversation leads to some motivational speech at the tail end of it. And that's why I insert
His speech
something.
to Dylan was.
Oh, yeah, on the
Perfect.
spot.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I knew that was because interesting dynamic. I have the ability to talk to the boys in their ears. Okay, so the boys all have there's a channel right here that says boys, where I hit to the boys.
Yeah.
So they hear me. Okay, this is happening. At the beginning of the show, person sitting here could hear that.
Yeah, DJ heard whatever you said.
Yes,
I heard
exactly.
him say, stop.
Don't do that. He goes,
Stop.
don't do that.
Yeah, so then I was told, yes, he did. He said, stop. And I was talking about something completely different. I'm like, damn, I don't need Daniel Jeremiah hearing what I'm saying right now because I would like to be able to do what we're doing there. Then I was told that they didn't hear it. I never trusted.
Oh.
Can't.
That's 100%
That
on
makes
me.
sense.
Too risky.
Yeah, it is very, very risky. But Coach Cowher, another one, he could hear that. And we told him going in, it's like, hey, Coach, there's going to be a chance I'm going to drop into your ear, okay? That's me just talking about what we need, where we need to get to. Somebody needs to fucking do this, okay? This is what we need to do. Don't answer me. Your microphone is still on.
Yeah.
Okay, do not answer me. This is a one-way street. At our studio in Thunderdome, can come back. Here, one-way road here, pal. You just don't say anything. I get it.
Yeah.
He's like a Pittsburgh dad when it comes to everything. And then there was other comments. 20 years in the biz. He understands this time. He goes, thank you. Does the entire thing. First time last night. First time. I go, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, right into the mic. It's like, hey, Bill. He goes, oh, is this the... Yes.
This is what we talked about.
Right now, it is happening. He was outstanding.
So good. Just hanging out with him, too.
He loves it.
Like, he's great up here, but just even shooting the shit.
How about him walking up here that first time?
So cool.
There's a video somebody has. It might be the end of my video. The sun is shining the way it's shining. He has both of his arms up like this, and there's just a bunch of Yinzers clapping for him. I'm like, that felt like it was out of a movie.
Yeah,
that was out of a Yinzer
awesome
movie.
last night.
It was. This place was incredible.
Jalapeno Hannah was getting hammered down here.
I didn't know you could just buy that at a pawn shop, by the way.
What?
The jalapeno Hannah costume.
That wasn't her?
What is that?
That looked like a old Kenny the Kangaroo mascot.
Yeah, throwback.
That was bought online.
Yeah, she was having a tough time out there.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy.
I don't think that's how jalapeno
I thought they might.
What the hell is jalapeno Hanny?
Oliver Onions competition.
The pierogi race. I thought the pierogies were just out here enjoying the draft. There she is.
I played in the Big 33 game. I learned about pierogies.
That was not who was here last night.
I took a video of her. She was right there.
Just like her.
I did see her. She was here.
Yeah.
No.
She was right there.
Yeah, she was right there. I got
a
a photo.
bust Dahn version of jalapeno hammy.
Maybe Hannah was having a tough day. I told you, she might have just been hammered.
Long night.
All right, Tone, what's the big story of tonight?
That's a good question. I think there's going to be the run on corners for sure. Maybe Carson Beck. A lot of people were talking about him potentially going early in round 2. Cardinals a team to watch there. So where the quarterback goes, always a conversation.
Carson Beck starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals.
There's a chance.
Could see that.
Pick 34.
It's out there.
The Carson Beck football life is going to be a great movie.
Oh,
it is.
Great movie.
Hopefully.
I mean, 3 years ago, he was the number 1 pick. Not actually, but
is Jacoby coming in? Is Jacoby going to
He's
come in the
holding
all-season program?
Him and Minshew are both there.
he's holding on.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, Minshew, I guess.
What'd you say?
Jacoby
didn't go to
Yeah, he's
OTAs.
not going to OTAs.
He said, hey, I ain't going to play and be the starting quarterback all year for your shitty team, and you guys are going to pay me dirt. Okay, that ain't happening. Give me a fucking starting quarterback salary.
Want 40 mil.
And they were like, all right, we went 2-14 with you, so
Yeah.
see you later.
I like Jacoby Brissett staying on business.
He deserves it.
Sounds like Jacoby potentially wants to be in another building, too.
Maybe.
Like, hey, I don't know how many more years we got here. He's been in, 12, 13? How long is Jacoby Brissett?
I think the Patriots drafted him in 2014 or 2015. So, yeah.
That's a hell of a career.
Fucking long time.
And he was going to win MVP with the Colts.
Yeah.
Remember?
Cam Hayward in this city.
Who'd he walk back? Oh, Quentin Nelson, right in his lap.
Actually into his knee.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
That happens a lot with the Colts.
Jacoby is legit. I would take Jacoby as my starter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you want the number 4 pick.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
I get some help around.
I love Jacoby. He helped raise Drake May.
It was the third.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Great work, Connor. How do you experience in Pittsburgh?
Hey, you too, man. Good to be here.
That roller coaster video is one of the greatest things I've personally ever seen.
We got a lot of
I
texts about
respect
that.
it now. I do. I learned my lesson.
That thing fought back. I had no idea Kennywood still had that. Turns out Kennywood might be better than ever right
Yes, truly. Fresh coat of paint.
now. Gino ain't just putting paint out there.
No.
It's a fresh coat of wool.
Mm-hmm.
The oil patterns of Kennywood,
Oh.
pristine.
Candy kaleidoscope.
Connor got knocked out, woke back up, finished the ride. Pittsburgh football.
What ride is this again?
It's still curtain.
Oh,
9 whoop-de-woos. Most in North America.
Yep.
Highest whoop-de-woo in North America. Still curtains.
The fact that you don't have the shoulder straps
Yeah.
for all the whoop-de-woos is crazy. You gotta feel a bit vulnerable. out there.
D-Bud almost won out there too, I think. There was a moment where D-Bud
There was
almost
a bit of
won
a
out.
wobble there.
Yeah, there was. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man.
Get an elbow and knock D-Bud out.
I actually was worried.
How about you count it? 1,
Yeah.
2. Oh, shit, I'm back. What? Have you gone through the video to see what number whoop-de-woo that was?
I haven't seen the full start
out again.
to finish one, honestly. But I do think it was probably around like 3. Because really.
So
it's-
3 to 7, you're going.
Yeah, 3 to 7, 3 to 8. But really, that's not, just 3. It's actually 11 because we did it back-to-back times, okay? So let's not act like it was just one run. Yeah, I think the first one kind of messed with my equilibrium to
The
start.
record is 40 straight.
That is fucking
They
absurd.
stayed in the seat.
Yeah.
That guy said that. I don't know if I believe that.
I was thinking about it.
About going 41 times. Oh, Jesus
I didn't want
Christ.
you guys to have to fucking sit there and wait.
Dude.
No, we would have had to all do it.
Yeah, we would. I mean,
And then just drop like flies.
I'm telling you, I
should have made
never
it a
felt more free. Meeting the maintenance dudes behind the roller coaster just put me at complete ease. I looked at these fuckers, and I was like, they won't let me die.
Agreed.
No
they
way.
will not let me die. And once you get past the I'm not going to die, it's much better.
yeah.
The I'm going to die thought that can be real, especially when you're, oh, mama, I'm in. And there is nothing.
No.
You're just, the track just goes, and there is nothing.
Sitting in a football.
228 feet up
Yeah.
into the air. Okay, what is that? That's 22 stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just going up. Steel mill off to the distance. You're just getting higher. Your fat ass is covering up the whole seat. You literally can't see anything underneath.
No.
You feel like Alex Honnold
You feel like you're actually Alex
basically the
Honnold.
same thing.
But if you don't think you're gonna die, what I've learned just from my experience ever doing, I'm not hopping on scary roller coasters at this stage of life often.
Yeah, sure.
Just being able to flip the switch and you're not gonna die strictly because Gino and the boys have certainly taken care of this. Tony Napolitano leads a great group down there.
Ricky Spacuzza, he's not going to let anything happen to us.
It was a lot better. I had a lot better time. Now, 2-3 Dramamines.
Yeah, had to.
Need to have 2-3 Dramamines at this stage of life before you go to Kennywood. That is no questions asked. You get on trampoline at this stage of life. Get a fucking Dramamine. Okay, you got to do that. I also potentially had vitamins. Was at good altitude.
Sure.
I was having a time of my life out there. It was comfortable on my thighs.
So
it was
fun.
It was more comfortable than the kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was having a blast. The guy said, Tony Napolitano said our record's 40. And I was 2 in there, and I was like, I feel really fucking good right now. I started doing the math. I'm like, how long is this?
That would have.
So when will we be able to get out of here if I was able to do that? Look for that at one of these Kennywood picnics for me to lock in and see how many times we can kind of get going. But you just got to believe that Gino and the boys aren't going to have you dead. And then for Connor, I don't know how you stay awake out there. I genuinely don't know how you
maybe another Dramamine, maybe smelling salts. Who knows? But
maybe you tape a smelling salt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, to the stash. Maybe put some biofreeze on my chin or something like that. That might help.
Maybe in your eyes.
Yeah, maybe right below the eyes. Yeah. Pack some coffee beans, perhaps, like a can of tobacco.
Put that Carson Palmer shit on the top of your
CBD stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you did, right?
I did not do that. You got some in your eyeballs at the Super Bowl a couple years back.
All-time moment.
That was tough.
That was
all-time moment.
All right, let's get the hell out of
I still
here.
have a jar. I think about it. I see it in my house now sometimes.
How?
Like,
I used all mine.
Yeah, well, you really lathered yourself up. I kept a little bit to take
I
home.
support Carson Palmer's business. I use mine.
I still use mine.
No, you said you still have it. That's
Rub it
5
on my
years
kids'
ago.
hamstrings as I go to bed.
That was 5 years ago. You still have it.
I go on the website and I order it. I'm talking about it. I support the business.
What's the name of it?
You got it.
I do. I know I don't because I've been
I
through
thought
mine.
we were breaking it down. Oh, yeah. I know what it is.
What is it?
I don't want to give it out. He's doing a rebrand.
Why would you not want to give it out? Cadenwood CBD.
So you're not supporting the business.
Some fan you are. You really love the product, don't you?
I do.
Carson Palmer's going through a rebrand. You're an asshole. Hey, thank you all. Have fun. Let's make some noise out here.
Make some noise.
Enjoy yourselves. You guys have done a great. Hi, Ray Linney. Raylan Main's over there. Good to see.
See Frats down there?
No, where?
Right next to my dad. Right behind Coach.
Wait, where's Coach? Where's Coach?
Oh, my Tardio's out here too.
Yeah.
Frat, Tardio, Benny.
Where's Coach? Point to me where Coach is.
Right behind you with the white hat
Fucking
on.
Blades. Oh, yes. I see you, Coach.
All right. There was no fights last night.
There will be today if that guy's here.
There will be no celebration of football here. All goodbye. I'm a little bit worried, but just with this small group that I just saw. But it looks like everybody's here to have a good time. Yinzer Cello, baby. Happening tonight as more dreams come true. Rounds 2 and 3 tonight should fly by as a great showcase of what the NFL is, which is a celebration of football. The NHL and NBA playoffs are happening. Baseball is still taking place.
Yeah, big time.
How are the Pirates?
Still good.
Pirates doing good. Boston Red Sox just got swept by the Yankees last night. So that's great.
Tough times up there.
Oh, tough times, really. I got two teams that are
Let's
looking
go
to win their respective championships. Please. Just got off a Super Bowl. Get off my fucking back.
There's a lot going on
Not
up there.
worried about the MLB right now, okay? Trying to win a fucking Stanley Cup.
Head coach, Supreme Commander, not available, but in reach. Day 3 of draft feels like a pretty
big deal.
Feels like a pretty big distraction.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, is that the new go? Truck, great work, boys.
Hey, good work, boys.
You guys got some really good lighting. Looks like you guys are maybe over there in controversy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All good back here.
Yep.
I didn't understand what you meant by that at all.
Have you seen controversy?
They weren't in the van with us.
Looks like you guys are kind of in there right now.
Yeah, I got you now.
Quality establishment.
Did you go, Gums?
No, I did not. Would love to, though.
No, you want to go where Wiz was going.
I'll tell you
Cheerleaders.
what. The way they're having people drive through there, controversy's
Right there.
The
It's
best-
right there.
Might be the best spot.
I mean, it doesn't matter what time of day you're going by. You're seeing people out there with butt cheeks hanging out, smoking cigarettes in the parking lot. So
Good
if
marketing
either one of
plan.
those
Great
things,
for the city. It's
if
great
either
for
one
the
of those
city.
things is something you're interested in, you're gonna find it.
Then the casino says
Right.
hello.
Yeah, exactly.
When
Win
you-
some money.
I mean, the casino right now is the only time the casino hasn't been staring at me for 5 days.
Oh, God.
Everywhere we go, the casino is just poking through some trees. Come give me all your money.
Yeah.
We went over there a couple times. Wasn't as packed as I thought it was going to be.
Earlier in the week.
We all lost.
Shocker.
Great work, Barcode.
That baby cold.
The baby cold.
Audio Caleb stole a football from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow, really?
Got an autograph yesterday.
That's cool.
Kind of going to take that one home. That was a good play by him.
Yeah, it was smart.
Quite a good hustle. Also, audio pretty good, right? Yeah, it hasn't been bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, the audio hasn't been too shabby, has it?
I don't.
It hasn't been. What's this guy all about?
This guy fix it now?
What's this guy all about? Great work
hell?
back here. All right, let's get the hell out of here. We'll see you on Monday. Enjoy the hell out of your weekend. I'm going to do something that I got signed up for. It's going to be very expensive, but it should be fun.
There you go.
Oh, man.
I think it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You want to pitch in?
I don't think I can now. Uh-uh.
Come on, cheapskate.
I think
pitch
you still
in.
got time. I think you still got time to
Don't
rethink
be a
it.
dick, dude.
Why don't you
pitch in?
These people are chanting your name.
They said they're running the 40-yard dash.
Just 50 grand, Hawk. Just do
jeans
it.
on.
Don't be an asshole. 50 G's for the people.
See, they love it. They want it.
Come on.
Yeah. Coach started that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
So you're in for 50.
That's nice of you to do that. For the city. For the city.
I love
of
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's beautiful.
Tone, great
There you
work
go.
this week,
Thank
man.
you too, brother.
Congrats to you.
Congrats to you.
Congrats to us.
Congrats to us.
Ty, you missed it again.
Yeah.
Fosso, great work, buddy.
Beautiful.
Big Fist, some people call him.
That baby fossil.
We know him by his birthday, Mike Foss. Guy's an absolute weapon. He's had to deal with so many different things this week.
All the time.
All the time. Throughout the entire day. He likes to wake up and be an asshole at like 4 a.m. too. So anytime you see him when the sun's down, just know that we're really cutting into a scheduled sleep sessions. You did great. Did great with the draft. I think Game Day and ESPN, the coverage has been magnifying the event, which I think is good news. And let's get the hell out of here. Thank you, Pittsburgh, man. Thank you, Pittsburgh. Thank you, Pittsburgh. Be a friend. Tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. We're in this thing together. Let's have the greatest weekend of all time. Why not? AJ, your final message here to the people is you're going to be such a good, upstanding human going forward when you speak about the great city of Pittsburgh.
I am. You know what? Honestly, I feel like I do understand Pittsburgh a little bit more after spending some time here with Coach Coward. I love it and I respect it. Always have. Some of the toughest people on the planet are from this very place.
That's right. The toughest, yeah.
Well said.
Is that what you said?
Some of the toughest people on the planet. There's a handful of spots.
We'll see you guys on Monday. Team on me. Thank you all. Oh, we should get this actually, huh? We should do this. Hold on, I'll do this one with this.
There you go.
All right. Thanks, Team on me. Have the greatest weekend of all time. Thank you for showing up for this city. Enjoy the hell out of all of it. You deserve it. Team on three. Have the greatest weekend of all time. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.